Welcome, everyone, to the Return of the Knicks podcast. It is draft night. I am BX Sports Jedi Kev with the chef, the one and only Chef Dan, and we have the notorious G Money in the green room who's going to have the news and notes and bringing in our third man aboard. Chef Dan, it is the time to get number 9 some help. How are you, buddy?
Get 9 some help. I'm doing good, Jedi. I'm doing great. It's draft day. It's finally time. You know, the season's over with. Congratulations to the Warriors. But now it's time to start the whole shebang all over again and get right back to it. Get back to the grind, the highs, the lows. Play the kids. Don't play these older guys. Tibbs, I hate you. Tibbs, I love you. I want to do it all over again. Jedi, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I got one question for you, the chat, and here's the question of the night. Is Brooklyn in the house? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Let's salute everyone in the chat. Of course, the Jedi family, the world's most famous chat that we've seen them all in 82 games. Big task at hand. The gracious Marie Matthew, Hall Sam Mello, and more that keeps coming in here. Chef Dan, let's say hello tonight to the third man of that's going to be popping in and out from time to time. Let's say hello to the one and only, the notorious G Money.
What's shaking, baking, cracking, slacking, cool cast? I'm back. Can't wait for draft night. And before we continue, one thing. Warriors, I was wrong. Again, you guys were good-blooded and eliminated those green leprechauns from Boston in 6 to win the 7th championship in franchise history. Congratulations to Golden State. Steph Curry gets his first Finals MVP. And that's what I just want to throw a little chicken nugget in there. What's going on, Jedi and Chef Dan? What is going on? What's cracking, slacking?
Salute to you, man. Thank you so much for joining us, fellas. I'll be right back. I got to take care of something. I'll be right
Absolutely.
back. But
Yep.
yeah, thank you
Don't
so
worry
much for
about it.
joining us, G Money.
Thank you, man.
G Money, we seen. I'm gonna put you in the background. Chef Dan, let me know when you get back in there. So you'll put yourself back on camera when you can. Now, a lot of speculations going here and out. We saw, did you hear about the Jeremy Grant trade being taking place? Do you know any details you could elaborate on us? Because you're going to be our G Money Woj tonight.
G Money Woj or G Rose, you want to call it? Well, Jeremy
G Rose,
Grant
the notorious G Rose. Go ahead.
Yes, sirree. So Jeremy Grant will take on a trail to Rip City from Motown. And that's a big trade for a 2025 first round pick via Milwaukee, from Milwaukee. And that's what the trade sent Portland, Jeremy Grant, into a 21-minute trade exception. So now Pistons now have $43 million in salary cap space for free agency. So that's good news for them. And just want to throw it out there too. Detroit swaps 2022 second round picks, getting 36 for 46 with Portland too. So that's the thing there. So for the most part, Jeremy Grant goes to Portland pretty much for a bag of cookies, pretty much for a pick from Milwaukee. Yeah.
All right. Salute to our number 1 draft pick. No matter what happens tonight, no matter what goes on, if he comes to New York, he doesn't come out. But the BX Sports Jedi Network and the Return of the Knicks always will select with our number 1 pick, Mr. Johnny Davis. Salute, Mr. Johnny Davis, with that big pop. Man,
Salute.
Awesome.
Salute, Johnny.
Chef Dan.
Yes.
Will there be movement? Not just New York Knicks wise, all up and down. Sacker Tomatoes don't want to stay at 4. I don't know if they're going to stick there. Is the Orlando Tragics who they're going to pick? Is it going to be Holdrum? It's going to be Bachelonero. Who's going to get picked where?
Jedi, I'm going to let you know something right now. There's already news coming out that the Magic are looking to pick Paolo Banchero. So that already lets you know that there's going to be some movement in the 2nd and 3rd overall pick. Man, when they talk about Paolo Banchero, they describe him sort of like he profiles out to be Julius Randle, and I don't know why the Magic would choose someone that you know what, never mind. But yeah.
Hey, I want to piggyback on that real quick. If you want someone like Julius Randle, it's simple. Call up Leon Rose, Worldwide West. We got a Julius Randle. We don't mind taking a Jonathan Isaac back. Give us Jonathan Isaac. We'll give you, and hey, if Julius comes to Orlando, hey, I'll hang up your ceiling fans when you're new home. Just give me a call. The Jedi Network. You can find me on LinkedIn. My email address is there, Julius. When you come to Orlando, I come to your house. I'll put all the ceiling fans free on the arm. Just get the hell out of New York. That's my gift to you.
We'll give you Julius and the 11th pick.
Yeah, of course.
Oh man. But to answer your question, I believe there is going to be movement because the free agency class isn't getting any better. I know PJ Tucker just opted into free agency, but
he opted out, so he might not be in Miami.
Yeah, it's like PJ Tucker shouldn't be the most coveted free agent on the market at his age right now. There's going to be a lot of movement because the draft picks, especially before the draft picks are made, they're still holding value to this minute. Expect a lot of movement.
And speaking of moving and grooving, Uncle Drew could be moving and grooving from Brooklyn into his new home. Could it be in the Big Apple? Could it be at the Crypt in Hollywood? Could it be with Look at the Don and those white stallions from Dallas? Could it be even in South Beach? Who knows? We'll find out. Could it even be in Philly with the dustiest beard in the land? And the process. Who knows?
I don't see Philadelphia.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
As a note just came out from Ian Begley, not about the pick, but just on what G Money was talking about. Brooklyn's stance against giving Kyrie Irving a full max extension has been fully supported by owner Joe Tsai. So the owner doesn't want to give Kyrie the max.
Nope.
Give me a minute. I don't want to. We could talk over. I just want to know, everyone, who is on the board. My hometown, Orlando.
Yep, they are on the clock. They are on the clock right now as we speak.
We know that they have gotten the number 1 pick several times before: Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard, so forth, etc. And they have turned their franchise around. This is like a Haley's comic. This is a franchise that came in 1992, if I'm not mistaken, in existence, and they have gotten the first pick overall several times. And since 1985, the New York Knicks has sniffed no first-round picks. What's up with that?
Only one in Patrick Ewing.
Yeah, since 1985, nada, caboose, nil, zilch. Nice in the building, man. It is nice to see you, my main man. Nice.
What's going on? Nice.
Man,
it's chicken and bacon night. Long time no see, man.
Yes, indeed. And Jose Melo says the frozen envelope.
Too late for that, Jose. It's too late for that. Good old days, back when David Stern was the commissioner. Not.
I want to ask the chat. And I want to ask every my panelists tonight. What are your chances, percentage wise? Did the Knicks get tonight, Jaden Ivey?
I don't know, but Paolo Banchero is the first pick.
All right, the first pick is in. The pick is in.
If I have to guess, I'm gonna say around. I'm gonna say around 15%. I don't see Ivy coming here. I think Sacramento might look to keep Ivy. Excuse me. What?
Here's the first pick of the draft, ladies and gentlemen.
Pablo, and we ain't talking about Pablo from the backyard again. That Pablo.
Paolo.
Paolo,
Now,
excuse me.
now Paolo Banchero is at 6'10", 250 pounds. Wing. They compare his game to like a Chris Webber, Jeff Blake type. Blake type. What's your thoughts on him? We see enough of him in the college game with Duke? Do you think he'll transfer in the NBA as a Chris Webber type, or jury's set to be seen? They're modeling his game towards him.
I mean, right now he's comfortable heading to the rack. He's comfortable playing in the mid range. He has to work on the defense. He can definitely play make, but it's all about the 3-point shot. You know where it's going with the NBA. Can he, can he make some threes to make the game work for him?
So
Mhm.
for Paolo, welcome to the city, beautiful. Welcome to Central Florida, to Orlando. I hope to see you on the I-4 or the 408. I'll definitely give you my thumbs up, a salute, and of course, definitely looking forward to seeing him entertaining the Magic. It'll be
Okay,
interesting to
Congrats to
see.
Paolo
so
Banchero,
there's
number
some
one
new
pick.
Breaking
news
news. Here we
here.
go.
It looks like Oklahoma City is looking to target Chet Holmgren as their second overall pick.
All right, so
So
we got
Chet Holmgren.
OKC, and is that an official or no?
It's coming from Adrian Wojnarowski, so it's pretty official.
So the pick. All right. So all right. So the pick is in. So we're going with Chad.
Well, it's not in yet, but barring a surprise, it looks to be Chet Holmgren from Adrian Wojnarowski's sources.
All right. We're gonna put there Chad Holmgren, the center from Gonzaga. Now we don't
Mhm.
know the big man. I'm surprised that the Magic didn't go Chet Holmgren. They have a history when they get the number one pick, go with the center. We saw Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard. Everyone thought it was Chet Holmgren. They gave us a curveball there. Um, wow. So it looks like the Rockets are going to probably end up with Jabari Smith Jr. if this goes as chalk, Chef Dan. But let me give you a little bit about Chad Holmgren. He's a 7-foot center. He is a match made in heaven for all the bigs with the guards in OKC. We all know they got Luke Dort, they got SGH, they got Giddy. They're a tall team. Giddy's at 6'7", 6'9", playing point guard. With that and athleticism, that youth. My God, they compare his game like a Dirk Nowitzki type or Marcus Camby on defense. So if he's there to man the paint with athleticism and that length, wow. Okay, see, he looks like he's going to lose some weight though. He's only at 195 pounds. Looks awfully thin.
Right.
What's your thoughts, Chef Dan? Or if you got any more breaking news, let me know.
I mean, no, there's also you're forgetting because this guy lit us up in the garden, Trey Mann over there in OKC. He is
Yes.
very good. So
And Baisley too. Those are good. Yeah, Darius Baisley, who was huge in in the Garden. Yeah, Ty Jerome hit some big shots. OKC has a bright future, man.
Chef Dan or Gideon, please check. Jose Melo is giving us some information. Lakers acquired the 35th pick from Orlando Magic
yeah,
for
that
the
happened
second
earlier
round.
this morning.
Yeah, that
Yeah, that
happened
happened
earlier
Okay.
today.
earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Jose Melo, for that information. We appreciate it. And anyone in the chat, if you hear any information that we have not given out, feel free. We're not one of these shows that you have to give us the super chat money in order to highlight it. We highlight it, although donations is appreciated, but we're not the ones you got to pay us in order to read your comments. We more than happily to click on it and show it. Because we know that we value your time.
Johnny Davis, you asked, is there any chance to get Matherin? That would be cool. He has been slipping down the board, though. I don't know if we should overvalue him.
Is that Benedict? No, that's Matt. Yeah,
All right,
Benedict
so
Mathurin from South Carolina, right? From Arizona. From Arizona. If we don't get Johnny Davis and we stay pat at 11, that's me personally. That's the guy I want. If we don't get Johnny Davis and he's not available, that's the shooting guard that I want myself for the Knicks. Yeah, I like that you mentioned that, but that's if everything they're not going to do nothing, and of course, if we have another a customary of Leon Rose's customary sleepy time. If we see Leon Rose tonight doing the way he normally does,
wake up.
then yeah.
Wake up, sleepyhead. Wake up from your slumber. Smell the coffee.
I mean, then again, here's what I can say: as asleep as he's been, for him to make that move with Cam Reddish, and knowing that oh man, what's his name, Walt Perrin is doing some of the draft workouts along with Alex Klein and things of that nature. I trust those guys. If Rose is laying back, it's probably because he has the information from those guys that, hey, things are going to shake out in our favor because they don't know what we know.
Right.
You're right. You're absolutely right. I agree with you on that. Definitely. So we has it been official yet with the OKC pick yet?
Shams Charania has confirmed that OKC with the number 2 overall pick takes Chet Holmgren from Gonzaga.
All right.
Nice.
So Chef Dan has been on point there. 2 for 2. Perfect there. And we all know that the Houston Rockets are on the clock. The Houston Rockets.
They had a number 3 pick. Let's see.
Correct. And we've seen that John Wall has opted into his $47 million contract and now looking to get a $25 million buyout. They might buy him out for $25 million, and he might be out available for the Lakers.
I don't know if that would work with Russell Westbrook. I don't know.
Where do you think the Rockets go here? Because they got promising Jalen Green. They have plenty good players. We saw them last year. Got picked up some really good young talent. More young talent here to bring in here. Do they need a power forward? Could they look for?
They just got rid of they just got rid of Christian Wood. That
Christian
lets you know
Wood to the
which direction they're going in.
But they also got Boban, Trey Burke, Sterling Brown from the.
So Jabari Smith. It looks like Jabari. It looks to me personally, if I'm picking here, if I'm guessing, if I'm a betting man, putting money on this here, where the Rockets, knowing what they just did with Christian Wood, you're bringing some beef in Jabari Smith.
But that also means the Knicks are on the clock as well.
We shall see.
We're gonna find out.
I love it when they do these draft comparisons. He said, "Baby Giannis." I'm sorry. So, it's just
who they call Chad Holmgren to Baby Giannis?
Baby Giannis.
Wow.
Whoa,
because I mean, I like the only way it works out is for him to bulk up like Giannis, but continue, shooting it consistently because Giannis at one point just stopped shooting. As Adrian Wojnarowski looks to say that Jabari Smith is atop Houston's draft board at number 3.
I believe it's going to be there. I believe that's going to be that, guys. Janine, I forgot to mention Janine from Movies and Malak. Salute to Janine. Welcome. Thank you for those great reviews on your channel. I am enjoying them. I really am. Thank you so much for the hard work you do in reviewing all your different movies. Some of them I don't watch, but I just watch to hear you the way you elaborate and tell a story on how your breakdown on your channel. I'm gonna tell you, encouraging. Thumbs up, keep it up. I can't wait to see your reviews on Obi-Wan, the series. I don't know if you're into Star Wars. Of course, you know me, the Jedi. I love the Star Wars, but I can't wait to hear your views and your takes on that. Stranger Things as well, The Boys. So you please check her out. She reviews a lot of good shows. I'm also a friend of the program, and we appreciate your hard work, ma'am.
With it official, you said we better get OJ Agbaji from Kansas. I don't know, man.
One AJ Griffin.
That guy is around the. He's around the realm of where the Knicks could possibly pick at 11 if they stay put.
I'll be right back in a minute.
Right. Bold prediction. I have a feeling Jaden Ivey might go to Sacramento. I think Jaden Ivey might be next for the Kings.
Hey, we'll find out, man. There's definitely been a bidding war.
Mm.
But John Wall isn't going to be on their roster. I don't know why they. I mean, he's on the roster, but he's not going to be in the lineup.
Nope.
I don't understand why ESPN has that there.
I don't get it either.
As Sham Charania has confirmed that number 3 pick is Jabari Smith from Auburn.
Congrats.
All right.
Hmm.
So we all knew that was going to happen there. The kid from Auburn, Jabari Smith. Jabari Smith has been taken by the Rockets at 6'10". Jabari, once again, looks like the odds is against him. They thought he would be the number 1 pick. He is an elite talent at both ends on the floor. And they say he has a chance to be extremely special on the floor at the power forward. They plays a little. But one thing I don't like the comparison, they compared him to Rashard Lewis. Rashard Lewis was just a spot-up corner shooter. Not much on rebounding and being not even defensive present, especially at 6'10". I don't know. I don't like that comparison. That worries me. Hopefully he takes away that stereotype. Well, anyway, half of the time these guys who compare these players come nowhere near it, though. What's your thoughts on Jabari Smith?
I agree with you. I agree with the statement you made 100%. Angelo, salute to you, man.
Oh, man.
Salute.
It's just weird seeing some of the prospects who were thought going to be number 1 and number 3 just flipped. So now I just want to know, like, how much dropping and rising is certain prospects going to make, and will the Knicks even need to move up?
We have the number 4 pick coming up, and it's the Kings. A lot of speculation with the Sacramento Kings. Will they trade? Will they stay there? Will Jaden Ivey be there? Will they move him, package him? Will the New York Knicks leapfrog from 11 to 4 and give up some players to get there? What would it take? What? Who? What? Where? All will be unfolding in a couple of minutes here. So the suspense.
Will the Kings take Keegan Murray like they've been kind of putting the performance out to sea? Will that naturally have Jaden Ivey fall to Pistons, where the Pistons aren't looking to trade that 5th pick if they can get Jaden Ivey? There's a plethora of options.
I wonder if do you think here we go. We got the laughter here. The cynical laughter.
Charania has put out that the Kings select Keegan Murray at number 4.
All right.
So Keegan Murray.
All right, Keegan Murray. So let me find this. Let me see if I got his picture here. If I'm able to download it. I do not have his picture. Caught me by surprise. But I do have Keegan Murray. Keegan Murray is a power forward from Iowa. He's at 6'9", 215 pounds. Keegan Murray is compared to Pacom Siakam and Obi Toppin type of player, rim runner. It looks like that. Good rebounder. And it looks like he's promising for bring offensive power from day one. He is NBA ready to bring offensive power. Looks like they want to bring some offense there. They got a lot of offense with Fox. they want to play fast, loose. Sabonis, they want to score in the West, running and gunning, and let's see if Keenan Murray fits their bill there. They also got Harrison Barnes, and we shall see with Sacramento. I was surprised on that pick, not too much, but let's see if it works. Jose Melo says if they keep the pick, Johnny Davis or AJ Griffin is a dark horse because his dad works for the Knicks. Keep an eye on that one there.
I'll tell you this: if the Knicks stay put, I'll tell you something right now, man. Who did they compare to Kevin Durant just now? Jabari Davis? Excuse me, Jabari Davis. Jabari Smith? Wow. But yeah, no. Wait, what was I gonna say? I'm sorry. That comparison just threw me off. Keegan Murray. Yeah, they selected the player they wanted. They want to play fast in the Western Conference. That's the way to win in the Western Conference. You play big in the East, you play fast in the West. That's the way to win.
Now, I know, but I just want to let the audience that is listening to us why the West tend to play the way they play. Like you said, big in the East and quicker and faster and high flying in the West. Because remember, also in the Western Conference, you do a lot of traveling, a lot of elevations. Utah, Denver, Portland, and if you're a team that runs and plays fast, quick, loose and gun, you take on and you try to go after teams conditioning night in and night out. If you're a team that plays loose, quick, athletic, and you play a team that's on the back end or a long stretch, let's say third game on the seventh night or something like that, they might be tired. Legs might not be there. And you blow them out of this, and that's why the West teams always play that quick style of pace. And in the East, since the traveling is so condensed at times, from New York to Detroit is only maybe an hour and a half flight and so forth. It's a short distance. You want to get the guys who are bruisers, mashers that will, and that get rebounded and physical presence in that slower half court game. That's the reason why the two leagues play that different type of style and have that stereotype. Just those novices that are listening, I know you guys know because this is an educated group, but just in case someone new that's hiding, that's not in the chat, that's not participating, is listening. Let me hear what these guys break down on basketball, and I just wanted to break that down on that there. Step Dan, any news?
No, yeah, absolutely. I was just gonna agree with you. You're absolutely right. There is no news right now. I believe as soon as the pick gets announced, that's when they release the next pick. And the Detroit Pistons select Jaden Ivey.
Wow.
Ooh. So you got a nice backcourt in Ivy and Kate Cunningham there. What does that do to a couple? Oh man, I don't have their roster in front of me. The young man that plays from New York.
Isaiah Stewart and
the other
Bey, Hamidou
Diallo. Sadiq Bey, Halimou Diallo, another one. I know. So look for them to not trade them this year, but maybe in the trading deadline next year to move them for some assets because once they know Jaden Ivey is comfortable, ready to rock and roll, they have a plethora of talent that they could move along in a trade in next year's trading deadline and so forth. So Detroit looks like they're gonna be able to retool and revamp. I know we all wanted him, and Detroit's building something good there, man. Let's find Jamie Ivey. So we'll get the picture there, Jaden Ivey. Chef Dan, go ahead. We can hear you.
No, I just wanted to say, now the draft gets truly interesting because there was fluidity after this.
Right. And
Keegan Murray was always a possibility, but Keegan Murray, if he didn't go fourth, was going to go fifth. Some of the stats on him, the second level stats that a lot of scouts are putting out on him are very, very good. So That's why I'm not upset at the order right now, but here's where the draft gets very interesting.
I agree with you there. I just want to give a little bit of Ivory stats. Jaden Ivey stats is 6'4", 200-pound shooting guard who is compared to be a John Moran type, Wayne Wade type of player. That type of special type of talent. That's why the Knicks were very enamored to try to move up and get him. I guess nothing was there available. It was, to be honest with you, it was a pipe dream. It was a tough way of getting them up there. They compared him. It's hard. He is really good, athletic, who is an offensive juggernaut. So Detroit is going to be really good. That backcourt is going to be a problem for the Eastern Conference between both of them, barring injuries. Now they're going to try to see if they fill out their centers and their forwards there. They just moved Jabari Grant, although they didn't really use him that much last year, but still all in all, Detroit, they got, what do you say, G Money, how much money under the cap they are?
I think around like 43 around there.
So, be careful if the Knicks do not re-sign Mitchell Robinson. They'll throw him an offer that he can refuse. You can see a Mitchell Robinson in there where he's not going to be needing the scoring when you have an offensive dynamic impact in Kate Cunningham as well as Jaden Ivey, who your backcourt could score. Then you got a guy who does what he got to do, like with Mitchell Robinson. He fits in Detroit, if you ask me. I don't want him to go nowhere, Knicks fans. Don't get me wrong. But if you see him, they give him a lot of money there and give him an offer over $22 million, $23 million a year for him to go to Detroit, and he takes it. You can't be upset with that because they have the prolific scoring around him, and he's going to do what Mitchell Robinson does, the Knicks need to go. We all need you guys to be a defensive juggernaut, get some offensive rebounds, do what Mitchell Robinson knows what to do. And wow, I'm a little off that pick there is telegraphing what's going to happen in the summer. Dan, what's your thoughts on that? And then we'll go to Gideon real quick.
The only thing that would disappoint me tonight is if the Knicks selected a center.
And speaking of centers, I'm glad. Thank you for reminding me, Gideon. I'm sorry I wanted you to go, but I wanted to.
Right.
We have the center from the first ever fully blooded Filipino in Kai Sato. All Philippines. The reason why I bought it, the network, my channel here, BS Sports JEDI Network, we are backed and supported a lot by the beautiful country of the Philippines and the Yankee Watchalong and on the Facebook app, in the YouTube channel. Philippines support this channel so much. We thank you, Philippines. It's 8:30 in the morning out there, and we love you guys. And we're all checking out Kai Sato, and we're with you with the Philippine flag. We're gonna, hopefully he gets make history tonight. The first fully blooded Filipino to make the NBA roster. So, salute, Gideon. Your thoughts?
If you're the Pistons, it's big. To be honest, they need another guard to help out Kate Cunningham, and also Ivy's quick, athletic, like you said. He's a very good finisher, and he's a good passer. And hypothetically speaking, if the Pistons either get a DeAndre Ayton, because remember the Suns look to trade him, so they could get a DeAndre Ayton or Mitch Robinson, it could do wonders for the Pistons, though. Who knows if they keep Marvin Bagley, Sadiq Bey, they might make some trades there. But if the Pistons could just make a few more tweaks in there, maybe get a bench a little bit, the Pistons could be fighting for a playoff spot next year, years to come.
I would give them the chance that they become a little bit more competitive, but fighting for a playoff spot, I wouldn't say that just yet because Cade still has some room to grow.
I mean, that's true. I'm not saying that they will make the playoffs. I'm just saying that with the uncertainty of free agency, I'm saying that they have a chance.
JEDI.
Yes, go for
with
it.
With the 6th overall pick, the Indiana Pacers select Benedict Mathurin.
Wow.
Oh, my guy. All right. Oh, they had a good player there. Mathurin from Arizona. My pick, if I thought he was going to be out there, one thing that gets me a little bit more comfortable, Dyson Daniels is still out there, so I'm all right with that. I'm breathing a little bit of a hoof, man. Okay, I'm good with it. You know what? It's funny because they just got Chris DeWalte there. Now they get another shooting guard, although you can never have enough shooting guard, enough wings. You know, this is a wing-oriented league. But Indiana, I'm like, okay, it looked like they're trying to model a wing there and bringing more talent to if they keep Miles Turner. What's your thoughts on that, G Money?
Yeah, the Pacers do need more talent. The Pacers just need more. They just need another big. That's what the Pacers need. And also, they just try to build around Tyrese Halliburton and Buddy Hield. Yo,
Jedi, did you expect him to go this high?
No, be honest with you. But I'm okay because I mean someone really good just jumped back a little bit. Although we still gotta, torture us and wait and wait. We still got plenty of teams ahead of us before we pick, unless that we, which but here's the thing.
There is a name I want, but I'm not gonna say anything because it might get taken.
But where we at 7, now it's realistic. If the Knicks got a player that they really like and want, they could now strike and jump because the jump and the league isn't going to take, it's not going to require too much, or they have enough of the capital to do and go get the guy that they want. If they want a Dyson Daniels, if they want a Sharpe, if they want, Davis or AJ Griffin, go. And it's there. If you could jump and you could give up a Burks and another pick, you go and get it. Be aggressive. Do learn what the Jets did in the NFL draft. Go and get your man on the Giants. Go get it, man. Oh, man.
hang on, everybody. I'll be right back. Okay.
All right, let's mute yourself. Mute yourself, buddy. We'll put you in the background there. We'll put you in the background.
It's just unfair how the Thunder have 2 and 12. It's just so unfair, Jedi.
I see.
The Knicks deserve more. This is what I'm saying. Back in the good old days, I'm talking about those David Stern days, those frozen envelope days. You know those days, Jedi. What were those days like when the envelopes were frozen and we knew what it felt like?
But it was just one time. That's why I can't get too excited. It was just one time. It was just that one time that the envelope was frozen and we got Patrick Ewing.
I'm just saying those. I mean, then again, those days weren't the good old days because based on some of the books that the referees have put out, they had a vendetta against the Knicks.
They did not like the New York Knicks.
Yeah.
And they still don't. They still don't. It's like, Man, this is so far, a little bit. This is where the surprise, like you said, after Jaden Ivey left at 4, now it's all going to be take the paperwork and just toss it. And now let's see. Beauty is in the behind of the beholder, in my opinion. So what other teams think, what they value, remember, they have a model of talent and players that they have a system with coaches, and they're going to draft according to what fits their system now from here on out in the draft. It's not this. I don't know. Not many teams go with best available player. I think they go for the best available talent or system player. That's what happened, I think, with Frank Ntilikina. I think, that time of that point of our Knicks fandom on watching the Knicks and that organization that was running that time, I think Frank Ntilikina was supposed to be what the current head coach, right or wrong, or indifferent, that player was what fitted what the New York Knicks was trying to run as an offense, as a defense. We might not agree to it, and history tells us we were all correct. But all in all, that's what they did. Instead of going for best available player or scouting-wise, who knows? Where would this franchise be? We might have had Mitchell. We might have had an Adebayo. We would have had something different just there.
I mean, but then again, here's the thing. That was just Phil Jackson's approach. Not every front office takes that approach. They take what they conceive as the best player available. So what we're going to find out, what I think is even more interesting, what we're going to find out is what each front office values.
That's why I said beauty is behind the beholder, because Some teams go with the absolutely best talent, no matter what. Even if they have the best number one player at power forward, and if they have a chance to get a young talented player who could be the second best player in the same position, they still draft them. There's some teams that have that philosophy, no matter what. And there's teams that say, no, we'll try to reinvent the wheel. We'll get another player. We're strong here. We'll try to see if we get this player. We'll try to hit it. Instead of sometimes a base hit is as good as hitting a grand slam. And a lot of teams try to go for grand slams instead of just go with a simple base hit or a base on balls. I hate to use the baseball analogy, but that's the most closest thing I could
Why I hate using it? Use it.
All right, so we'll wait to see who is the next pick here. As if I believe it's going to be the Portland Trailblazers. Yeah. Jose Melo says, remember when Minnesota picked 3 point guards in 1 year? We were like, what in the yeah? I agree. I remember that. Mm-hmm. That we were like, what the hell they're doing?
And wasn't Minnesota, that the same year that Steph Curry went?
I think so. Yeah, Minnesota's always had bad pace. Then they drafted Ricky Rubio and Johnny Flynn over stuff. Like, that was just crazy.
I think they've had better luck this in the past couple of years with
Anthony.
What do we got here? Shut down. Here we go. Shut down with the breakdown.
Ian Begley reports that opposing teams say New York Knicks remain active in trying to make a trade to obtain Jaden Ivey, who was drafted by Detroit.
Hey, they could be traded. They could be moved. They could be moved. It all depends. We have to wait until what happens at the number 11. If there's a player, because remember, it also affects the salary cap, where you trade and you acquire these players. Now, let's say the Knicks were aggressive and they go here and they move up to number 7 or 8, and they go with Jalen Darden from Memphis, the center, and I say he stays at 11, or they get Mark Williams, and they trade Ivy or a couple of players to Detroit, and the Knicks take on bad salary. They will send us that. They will send us Ivory, because now we have to pay them a higher salary. They keep the lower. They pay them less money, and they save on the cap. Well, who knows? It could happen. You never know. What's up, Chef Dan?
Portland Trailblazers select Shaedon Sharpe from University of Kentucky. City.
So they're adding talent around Damian Lillard. We saw now with Jeremy Grant, now with Sharpe. I know you were high on Sharpe, Chef Dan. I know you liked him. A shooting guard from Kentucky. He's at 6'5". He had a lot of upside. They compare his game to Vince Carter, Brandon Roy, if you remember those names. And they had a lot of comparison on that. And I know you liked him, and we'll see. Portland now, they really are taking care of Damian Lillard. They weren't going to, no matter how much everyone in their right mother was saying, get him out of Portland. And like, no, we're going to do the right thing. We're going to draft. We're going to bring him in here. And they have 5 good years of Damian Lillard, and they're trying to get him the right talent, surround them with good talent around him. And I think Portland, they might be middle of the pack team next year.
Could be a playing team. Might be a playing team.
I think playing or even a 6 seed if everything breaks right in a perfect storm. You never know. That's how good Damian Lillard with Jeremy Grant on there. They've got some talent. Now I wonder if they'll bring back Sabonis. No, what's the center? Nurkic. They bring back Nurkic back. And some other pieces. Was it Anthony? What's the point? Anthony Simons, tremendous player.
He was stupendous this season. Yeah.
Today the Return to the Knicks podcast unofficial sponsor tonight. It's McDonald's Chicken McNuggets, because I'm loving it as Chef Dan chomps away on the Chicken McNuggets. Oh, it's Wendy's.
Gnarly.
Is that the $4 bag?
Yes, it is.
That big bag. That jingle stays stuck in my head. You got that bag, that
Jingle,
$5
jingle,
bag.
jingle.
You got that bag. You got that biggie bag.
Mm-hmm. But if you eat too much of that biggie bag, you're gonna end up with a big fat ass.
Yep. And the runs. They took Shaden Sharpe.
Wow.
I was
So
hoping he fell.
Yeah, you are. I agree with Jose Melo. I had a nice couple juicy burgers, man. Some good porterhouse burgers, but man, now you, them, so
Ah,
Sharpe is off the board. You still got
yep.
Dyson Daniels, got good names like that. You got Johnny Davis,
mhm.
AJ Griffin, Mark Williams. You got some good names still around there. Jerome, of course. We were just talking about you, my man. From the Philippines, Jerome, Kai Soto, the first Filipino. We're here. We mentioned it about 10 minutes ago, but we'll do it again. We're all of us, the Jedi Network, myself, we're anticipating where is Kai Soto going to be selected and make history for the beautiful country of Philippines. So we are here. No, Caputo does not do NBA. He doesn't like it. No. He must be upset because the Yankees are trailing 6-3 to the Astros.
Oh, man, you know what? You don't want him on here either.
No. Boy, Random Phantom had him going nuts the other night. I think he was so upset that he left. And he didn't come on yesterday.
Oh, wow.
You got to check it out. The classic Caputo rant. It was threat level.
I got to check it out.
It was threat level 10. Man, what a character. We love Caputo, man. Oh, my God. It was the Yankees versus the Rays. Go ahead, Chef Dan.
Atop the New Orleans Pelicans draft board at number 8 is Australia's Dyson Daniels. That's who they'll select. Dyson Daniels.
Man, a good name taken off the board. Dyson Daniels. Another good name there. All right. Not bad. Okay. I'm all right. Dyson Daniels. He played in the G League Ignite. 6'7". That's something you cannot teach his height. I always said it. I always liked it. 6'7". It'll be a fit in there. They're getting weapons for Mark Ingram as well as CJ McCullough. You know,
Brandon Ingram. Wrong.
Brandon Ingram. I'm thinking about the Giants because Chef Dan did a phenomenal.
Wait,
Mark Ingram.
Pelicans just need another bench player.
About the
Pelicans
Saints.
need another 6-man.
No, I'm actually thinking about that. We had an Ingram for the Giants as well many years ago.
Oh,
we had a job for the Giants, but all in all, I think he'll do good. Alongside with talented there with Jackson Hayes, he'll fit the void. Dyson Daniels, the void they're going to have when they don't have Zion Williamson no longer on that team, and I think it fits there. They're preparing life after no Zion. So it looks really good for them to get the assets, guys, because you're going to need it.
Oh, man. What's going to happen?
And Angelo says that Soto is a player the Spurs will grab. You know what? Not bad. You know what? Not bad because they have Murray, they have a couple of players there. Soto, the defender, you're not bad. I would like to see that.
And speaking of the Alamo, I heard DeJounte Murray was in trade rumors in this whole all season. I heard there was like a rumor between him and John Collins, though, potentially. And I heard the Knicks are involved too with DeJounte Murray.
But you got Trae Young though to move him. There, I know that they weren't so high on Murray on John Collins, but Collins signed a big contract. I don't know. It'll be interesting if they do that. It'll be interesting to see. Murray is a star that is hidden in San Antonio. There, we know Popovich is remaining maybe a couple more, maybe 1 or 2 more years left before Becky Hammond returns. In my opinion, that's just me saying it, guys. I think Becky Hammond will return to the Spurs and lead them and be the first female head coach. For the San Antonio Spurs. I think she's going to do doing a wonderful job in the WNBA, and I think she's ready. I think she's an NBA head coach when she returns for and you want to have players in place there. You know, Murray, if he's going to be the face of the franchise, there. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see there. They build something for her, and to see
Yeah, you keep Kelda Johnson. We don't know what they're going to do with Johnson.
Lonnie Walker the third.
Lonnie Walker. I mean, Vassell, Primo. That's a deep team. What the Spurs just need. San Antonio has good ball movement. They're a good defensive team. What San Antonio just needs, one, they just need a star, and two, they just need maybe a rim protector.
And that's Kai Soto, baby. And I
Mhm.
believe with Angelo Sato, Kai
I,
Soto will be the. Yes, go ahead, Shatan.
I agree with you guys. Is in regards to DeJounte Murray. I know, like, no, I'm sorry, not DeJounte Murray. You said in regards to Becky Hammond, she was gonna come
Yes,
back to the job, but she's a GM and a coach over at the
Las Vegas.
WNBA. Yeah, you
Las
sure
Vegas
she would
Aces.
give that up? That's a lot of control there.
That's
but you're
true.
making
I think she'll
you're yeah
stay.
you're losing. Yes, you're correct, but you're making history. Would you be the first? You're controlling GM and all that, but you are going to be the first ever female head coach in the national basketball, and even I think in all of head coach in all of North American sports. You are the trendsetter, the trailblazer. You put that aside, GM and coach, to be that number one there. Hi, Maria.
Hello, Maria.
Maria with the angry
Okay.
faces. Maria is angry because I guess the Yankees are losing 6-3 right now. Okay, any news there? Because we know we have some. We have those Spurs are on the clock, aren't they?
Yep.
Yeehaw!
At number 9. So we're actually 2 picks away from the Knicks. If the Knicks decides to leapfrog to number 9 and skip the Wizards, that's an interesting one because we all saw that Valley Beal it will not option in and will be a free agent.
Mhm. Right. Where do you think Bradley Beal will go? Some people say he could fit with the
Boston.
Celtics still. You think
Yeah,
he's going to? You think he's going to Beantown?
yeah. I said the same. Angelo said Adrian Griffin coached with Thibodeau with the Bulls. Yeah, that's why I think the young Griffin it might be in play. It might be he might be there. AJ Griffin might be there, but you bring in and he's a small forward. But then, damn, what are you gonna do unless they're planning on packaging Reddish, moving him around with someone else to attain? Who knows? Or even if AJ Griffin gets picked, you could put him in there with swap him with another player to move him over for Jaden Ivey. It's interesting. It'll
Right.
be a lot of speculation. It's all speculation. That's why it's the fun part of it. We don't know. We expect the unexpected here in the NBA draft tonight. Let me see if any news come in, if any other picks, because this is taking a long time. Usually we get to know we go quicker.
Right. Even Chef Dan's gotten the news quicker than us. Like, how you get the news quicker than us, Chef Dan? Just asking.
He's got a secret sauce, buddy.
Hmm.
He tried to
Chef
get the recipe on camera.
Chef never gives the recipes out.
I'm hungry, man. I'm hungry and famished.
That's why you come and you dine in the establishment.
Wow.
No words yet, guys. We want to see where the Spurs
Nothing
go
yet.
here.
Yeah.
Unless they're really taking a long time. Maybe there is some work, some parameters of a work of a trade or a movement.
That's the only time it ever takes this
I
long.
heard they might get Duran.
He's a center
Oh God.
from Memphis,
Oh
They might get
God.
Jalen Duran.
and he's
Oh
a.
my God.
What's going on?
No, it's just if the Knicks traded up to get a center, that would
And then not alone, and then Durham is a Frenchman.
oh no. No. I can handle one Frenchman on the team, not two.
I don't want no more Frenchmen. I'm sorry. I don't want to be. I don't want to sound like I'm biased against the Frenchmen. I had enough with Frederick Weiss, Franklin Akita, Evan Fournier. Enough. That I got. You're beautiful people.
Wait. Guess what? Guess what? And guess what? And in some way, shape, or form, Rudy Gobert has affected your life.
Yeah, touching people's microphones and kissing and
Mm-hmm.
licking and causing the league to shut down.
That was disrespectful by Rudy Gobert. Big time.
But in some way, shape, or form, us as NBA fans were affected by Rudy Gobert's actions.
I got a tweet.
Wow.
Oh, let's go. Breaking news. Go for it.
So the Spurs select Jeremy Sohan.
Whoa.
Wow.
It's the power forward from Baylor. That's a reach. They're doing worldwide West moves here.
I mean, but then again, you said that Josh Primo was a reach for them.
That was too. Remember last year? You remember last year when I said that? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And yeah, you're right. They got their model. They have their own scouting and developing, and they see what they want. For us, for us novice that don't know, we think we know, and they end up, I think Josh Primo had a pretty decent year. I thought, sorry, my friend Randy, I thought it was going to be Kai Sato of going to the land of the Spurs, but no. Now the Washington Wizards are on the deck. Wizards got a lot of names here to pick. You got Johnny Davis, Osamani Dang. You got AJ Griffin, Mark Williams. There's a lot of good names covered it out there. Ty Washington. We shall see. We shall see there. Also, Blake Wesley. Don't be surprised the name if we were like, who? He's a shooting guard from Notre Dame. The only point guard that I see is Ty Washington for the Knicks. Similar out there if they want to go that route, but let's see. And Spurs have another pick, I think, number 25. If I will double check that. Yes, they do. That's where we see Kai Sato. That was a little bit of an interesting pick there. So, their sources says from James Edward III, who is verified for the Pistons. I don't know if he's a Piston fan. Let me kick on who this guy is. Never heard of him before, but he is a Piston beat writer for the Athletic. Says that the Pistons are going to stay and hold and keep Jaden Ivey. So all the thoughts that they might move him, he says, don't hold your breath. But I take it with a grain of salt because we've seen the beat writers what they are. They're nothing but puppets and push agendas. We see one particular one that goes on so many of the shows when he wants an agenda being pushed. So I don't trust the beat writers.
And OKC is gonna have another pick soon at 30th.
We'll see. We'll wait for the number 10 pick. It is the Washington Wizards.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Dan, any names out there still that we're right there, one pick before the Knicks. Usually this pick usually becomes
the number 10 overall pick. The Washington Wizards select Johnny Davis.
Wow.
Mr. Taco Bell goes to Washington. This what always happens. This always happens to the Knicks. It always freaking happens. It always happens. He's going to be a bona fide all-star. Guaranteed. All NBA, all pros, Hall of Famer, and we just don't get the guy. Always selected one before. It's giving me Curry vibes. I told you they weren't going to move. They were going to stay put.
Ian Begley just reported part of Knicks' pursuit of Jaden Ivey after he was taken by Detroit had depended on which players are there at 11, sources say. So the pursuit of Ivey is still being done right now as we speak.
I think if Johnny Davis was there for the Knicks to pick, I think we'll be talking about a trade.
I don't know because Johnny Davis handles the ball a lot.
Mhm.
Oh, we still got AJ Griffin.
I don't mind AJ Griffin. He's a good shooter. He can get the Rockies. AJ Griffin's good.
Remember, this is number 9's team.
Mm-hmm.
Give me 1 second, folks. No, you know what? It's the Knicks pick next, right?
Yeah,
So I don't.
Johnny
Yeah,
Davis was already selected. So
I can't pick the. I hate when people call me when I'm on the line online. Meanwhile, when I'm not doing no streams, no one calls. It's like, come on. I gotta put like an answering message. Believe it or not, I can't come to the phone. Please leave a message at the beep. I'm doing a stream. Oh, what could I be? Believe
believe
it or
it.
not, I can't come to the phone.
Doom, 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 doom.
Let's see. Now with the Knicks are on the clock, folks. We are the New York Knicks.
That's NYK.
Get this guy off my TV, man.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Let's see who's on the TV there. Who is it? Is that
Who
the
is it?
Jinx? Is that the Jinx?
yes, the
Oh
Forever King.
God. Get him out. Why is he there? Why is he there?
Guess
Get
who
out
What
he
of
is
was
it?
there.
talking
Stephen
to?
A. Smith? What are you talking about?
No, the Jinx. Who's
Guess
the
who?
Jinx? Who's the New York
Guess
Jinx?
who he was talking to?
Who was that?
Perk.
Jaden Ivey.
Oh, come on. Get
He
the
just
hell out
gave
of
him
here.
the curse. He just
Jeez.
cursed him.
Ugh.
Forever
Wow.
Jinx.
He probably offends him and he comes to the Garden and drops 55.
Why is he in? Could I not get better coverage of the draft somewhere else? Why did I choose ESPN? I played myself, right?
BSPN. That's the anti-Nick.
BSPN.
That's the anti-Knicks station. Kidding me?
Yep. I played myself.
This is why the Garden, they need to bring back the New York Knicks back on WFAN, get them out of 98 point New York,
98.7, yeah.
and bring them back to WFAN, Sports Radio 66, 1019 FM. Let's do this. The last time the Knicks were in the finals, when they were good, they were on WFAN. You left WFAN to go to ESPN, and you haven't won who got us.
Yeah, but you know what I think they're gonna do next because they're already making their own streaming system. I think they're gonna make their own radio station too.
Probably.
Yeah, but these affiliates cover these channels. If it was the case, the Yankees was more powerful, more bigger. They still would
They
WFAN.
do the same thing? Okay.
Yeah, they would have done the same thing. Not with the radio. The radio is cheaper for just to have a station that's already existing than going on, and you got to find the right signal. And one of the best signals is that 66 AM radio dial. It reaches all the way to Canada. The AM, and it's a really strong station. I'm surprised that 98, although 98.7 is a strong radio dial, but 66 AM 101.9 is really a good to get your program across. So Jaden Hardy is a great guard, NBA G League. We'll see. I did see his name there. Playing in the G League also helps him get season well. No name is still no.
I want to see where Jalen Williams lands.
I wouldn't be surprised if these damn Knicks trade back.
That's what I was thinking too just now.
I'm like, they did that last year, and I will be so.
That's why I just shook my head and went silent for so long just now. It's because I was like, what would? It's one thing if they just stayed put, but knowing the Knicks, they trade back to try and get assets, continuously get assets.
No, nothing yet. And they're really taking the full fledged. Somebody. Let's see. Well,
Nothing yet.
let's take a live look at Leon Rose. Oh man, Jesus, Leon Rose again. Oh my
Again, you're still
God,
slumbering.
man.
Smell the 7-Eleven coffee. Smell the Dunkin' Donuts, man. Coffee,
Someone
man.
break a pack of smelling salts on his nose. See if that'll wake him up. Or get some
Probably.
gabagool. Heat up some
Or get a horn.
gabagool. See if
Or get a
that
horn. Or get a horn though.
heat up some gabagool. See if that'll wake him up.
We'll see. We're still waiting. No word yet. No word yet on the Knicks. I'm hitting the refresh.
Well, no, they haven't announced the pick yet, so they're going to do
Angelo
so.
thinks something's in the works. Angelo thinks something's in the work. I wouldn't be surprised, Angelo. I wouldn't be
Probably.
surprised. Do we have any? We have music on. I don't hear the music. Do you?
Nah,
What kind of party is this
I'm
without music?
just.
Crushing and crushing.
We didn't put any music on.
Oh, Zooey Mama, where's the news coming from?
Let's go. We want to know, Knicks. No, Nick Nation is waiting for you. There, you know why? Because they're on a commercial break. Hey, and NBA.com is. I got it on NBA.com. They're on a commercial break. They want to show the stupid little kid, the Knick fan, crying. When the pick is there. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
They
and
wanna-
then we
Even
got
though,
the
even though,
zinger.
look, even though you ready for this, you ready? No one knows, like no one, no real Knicks fans, because you were really watching the season, hoping that they'd repeat last year. You weren't watching any of these prospects, so you don't know any of them. You
Marie
didn't do any
Matthews.
research.
Maria Matthews got a Griffin. She's picking Griffin. Angelos wants Jaden Harden.
Jalen Williams is interesting to me.
Let's see, there's AJ Griffin, Jalen Duren, Tariq Eason, Ty Washington, Mark Williams, Malachi Branham. That's
It
the
won't
players.
surprise. Ty Washington. Oh,
So
I
at
got it.
11, the Knicks select Osman Dang.
Who is he?
A French player.
Again with the French. The Mayans will have a croissant, man. Jeez.
This has got to be a trade back. It's got to be a trade back. It's got to be a trade back.
What a
This has got to
anticlimactic.
be a trade back. This has got to be a trade back.
You know
This
what?
has
I'm
gotta
going to
be
say
a
this,
trade
and
back.
I don't care how it sounds.
This has got to be a trade
I am
back.
so thankful, Chef Dan, that we did not waste people's time when the Knicks season was over, going on doing
Yeah.
Knicks streams like other shows
Yeah.
and playing 2K7,
Yeah.
2K22 basketball. Oh yeah, I think we should trade this and this and that. I am so thankful we didn't waste anyone's time with the Knicks because drafting another French player, what they did here in the draft, how much countless of hours did you waste people's time with your shows about this player, that player? I think it'd be great. I think it'd be great. You just wasted people's time because the Knicks did nothing that you guys spoke about for all those countless of Sunday nights and other times that you come on to talk nonsense. I am so sorry, Knicks fans, for what the Knicks did, and I'm sorry for the time that you guys. I understand. Hey, it's your prerogative if you want to listen to the shows of those folks. They do a good job. They're there, but they're not entertaining. They're wasting time because all in all, we don't know. That's why we didn't go. We don't come on over and over bringing shows about Knicks because there was no real concrete stuff to talk about. Now tonight's draft night. We'll give you our instant reaction. And my God, the Knicks. This is why they wonder why they suck for 20. They haven't won a title since 1973 because of stupidity like this. I mean, it's ridiculous. Where is Caputo when you need him? Oh. Hey, can you give me anything positive from Gideon here? Please?
Hey, Hey, the only positive is that I guess Obi Toppin will be flying the sky in the Big Apple next year. That's the only positive I
The
can give
Knicks
you.
are trading the number 11 pick to OKC, so they're getting number 12.
Wow.
Jesus, thank you. My
Thank
goodness.
you.
It had to be a trade back.
Oh my
It
God.
had look. Oh my
Eh,
gosh! Why did I? Yo, I was so dumb. I changed it from ESPN to ABC. Why would I do that? And look who I got on my TV. Oh my gosh! I can't. The both of
Who's
them.
who's the both? Who's the? Who, let me guess. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Michael Wilbon, Stephen A. Smith.
No,
Okay, Jalen Rose and Michael Greenbond. Greenberg.
whoa,
Hold on, we got some news. Hold on, Chef.
What?
Okay,
Truck
they
source.
sent that for multiple first round picks. So the Knicks picked up multiple first round picks. I need the details, Woj.
Woj is so slow on my end. So speedy on yours. Wow.
Because he knows he likes Chef Dan. Chef Dan cooks for him.
I look. I was working near NBA headquarters this week, so a lot of my meals might have went his way.
Wow, and you don't split the deal with yours truly? Come on, man.
Nah, then I sound needy.
Nah.
No, you don't really do that.
Wow.
I'm sorry. He's from
Angelo,
France. Angelo, he's from France. They
Angelo
got
was
him
right
from
though.
France.
He did say something was in the works. He did say that. Angelo was correct.
Yeah.
And he said that at 9:05. He did say it. He did, he did say something like that. So I love that this gives us the timestamp. Big task at hand. What is up, man? It is crazy. Good move there. We get more picks though, but that's typical Knicks. Move back, move back, move back. I mean,
They
can we
just
move
moved
forward?
back once, but look, they're gonna move back again. I think they're gonna move back again.
Oh goodness gracious!
So OKC is gonna send multiple.
So
first
we're
round
gonna
picks
pick.
in a row.
We're gonna pick.
Wow.
We're gonna get two more, 34 and 36, second round, pick of the draft for like last year. And
No,
we,
we're getting first round picks, multiple first round
Multiple
picks.
first round picks.
Because I'm not gonna lie, as much first round picks as the Thunder have, they need to start offloading some of them.
I agree.
Yeah.
But can we get? I would love to get it. Can we send these first to multiple picks with more picks to get freaking Ivy already? Like, give us, something like that. We, all right. We got.
Mhm.
Oh
And
no,
instead of all these picks, it's okay. See, give us
nah, he wouldn't.
SGAs.
He wouldn't have survived in New York. He wouldn't have survived in New York.
Of course
I'm
not.
watching
Of
the
course
game
not.
right now.
He's soft.
It's not.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you know what's funny? You know what? I was thinking that, but I didn't want to say it. But it seems like you read my mind, Jedi. It was in the force. Because I'm watching him go to the rim, and it's like, it's pretty soft maneuvers going to the rim here. These are pretty soft maneuvers.
What works in New York is bagels, pretzels, not croissants.
Yeah.
And yummy scrumptious pizza too. Mm-mm.
Yeah, but your heart got to be able to take all that grease from the corner slice. You know what I'm talking about?
No deep dish in here.
No deep dish. Ew. That's just a pool of tomato sauce and bread.
Wow. Come on, Woj. You help Chef Dan, but help me out. Get me a Woj bomb, man. Come on, Shams. Wow.
You're not feeding this guy. He has no ties to you.
Wow. That's unfair, man.
You're not feeding him. He has no ties to you. Wow!
There you go.
Let me guess. NBA trade.
With the 12th pick, that the do that the with the 12th pick.
OKC.
Wait, what? what are you doing? The Knicks don't have that pick, and the Thunder
OKC still does. OKC still
still
does.
get-
Wow.
wow.
I'm
The
confused
Knicks
now.
traded out of the first round.
New York.
So we should end the stream here. You mean I missed the Yankee Houston series for this?
Wow.
The
New
Knicks
York.
looks like the Knicks are out of the
So the
first round.
OKC get Jalen Williams. Oh my gosh, I just mentioned him.
Boy, the backlash, the
From Santa Clara, too.
yeah,
Williams.
from
This is unbelievable if you're in New York. Multiple times we could have gone Westbrook, Curry, Donovan
What?
Mitchell,
No,
Michael
no,
Porter.
no, 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 no.
Hold on,
I'm
hold on,
not
let
doing
me
any of that. We're not doing any of that right now. Oh, how could you not?
I am confused right now. I don't think with official. I don't think Randall's getting traded because I think
It doesn't make sense for
It'll
you
be
to
gone.
trade out of the.
It's idiotic and foolish to say the least to try out
For you to trade out of the first round. It doesn't tell me that that Randall's getting traded.
no.
It means
They
you're
look
done with the youth movement. That's what you're telling me.
and it looks like they're going to bring everyone right back. And I think that's frustrating now. You moved out of the 11th pick. You wasn't going to pick the 11th pick, guys. Wouldn't you give that 11th freaking pick for Jamie and Grant? I mean, golly, you would have at least bought a good player. My goodness. This is...
No, what I'm saying is if you knew you weren't going to be settled at 11, you knew you weren't going to be settled in the late lottery because it's tough to move into the lottery.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you just play the kids after the All-Star break?
It's just ridiculous. Right. I agree.
That's my whole point. Because remember, them tanking was playing the vets. The vets were clearly losing for us. Why didn't you play the kids? And that way we could have at least fought for a play-in seeding. Now the year feels like it was completely wasted. Angelo, something really doesn't make sense either. Like it, and they're not clarifying anything.
No, it does not make sense. It's completely stupid and ridiculous.
And tonight you need, because this front office doesn't do press conference. They don't give us at least talk to the fan base to let us know their plan. Though they don't have to, but now after this crap that they gave us, we need some clarification. We need to know what's going on. What are we expecting here? What is the timetable? What is the hope? We got two players that cannot coexist on the court when Julius Randle and Obi Toppin. We're stunting the growth of an Obi Toppin. Julius, whatever the case happened, we got some veterans here that we like. Doesn't make sense here. We want to go youth. We don't have a point guard. It's quickly the point guard, not the point guard. What are you doing? Here's a chance in draft to try to make some moves to better our teams, and nothing is. And instead of having some clarification or the direction, we don't know what the hell. We feel like we're clueless.
Front office is not doing their job right now, man.
And OKC is having an incredible draft. Marie, Miss Janine, you're correct. You're absolutely correct.
Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren. Yep.
I have that same puzzle look that Chef Dan has on his face. I'm actually bothered because I could have been doing Houston Yankee game right now for this.
The Knicks are always gonna nick.
But that has to change sometimes. You can't always be like
That's
that.
not that. Uh, that isn't helpful at all in this moment, and that's
No,
not any progressive analysis. What the question is, what is the plan?
Mhm.
that's exactly what we want to know. What's the plan? What are we doing next? What's the game plan here? What's the end game? Are we going youth movement? Are we going to try to do what we made load up with some veterans or take on bad salary to try to free up cap space, you know? So what that's telling me is they're trying to go for the quick fix in the Kyrie and the Durant situation, keeping an eye
They're
on Brooklyn.
going into
Why?
free eight. Like that's the only like when you think about it, Jose, I know you're lost right now and I'm lost too. So let me tell you what dots I'm connecting. You just traded out of the first round. The only pick you have is the 42nd. So we're possibly I don't know if you want to stay till the 42nd.
No, we'll probably say give us another half hour just in case.
Yeah,
Give us
another
another.
half hour at
If
most.
the chat sticks with us, if you guys would like us to stop,
Yeah.
chat, we're more than likely. We don't want to waste your time. We value your time. We value your time, and we don't want to go around with hypotheticals. We want to make sure we're entertaining as well. We don't want to be boring. We don't want to go in circles either because we respect you guys. I as a content creator, I want to respect my audience, and I don't want to be going in circles. And hey, Russ, you want to come on and talk with us, Russ? Because I know you have a lot to say, Russ. Give me the thumbs up. I'll send you the link to you, brother, and come on in with us because Dangerous, part of the Wife of Crime podcast, and my personal family member, you could say, and I definitely would love him to come on and join. He joins us on the program from time to time. But if you're at work still, I understand as well. But I am so puzzled. I'm puzzled. I'm very
Confused,
puzzled.
It just
infuriated.
here's what it is, right? No one knows the package they got from OKC.
Correct.
Mhm.
None of my sources are telling me that they know what the package is. So no one knows anything right now.
Right.
All we know is that they've traded out of the first round. The only thing they have is Charlotte at number 13 selects Jalen Duren. But the only thing we know they have is the 42nd pick, and you have little to no cap space. The New York Knicks are over the cap. They're over the cap right now.
Hmm.
Yeah. Let's just before we go.
Like the only thing you can do is trade out some of either the young guys or the veterans. That's your choice, or you're rolling this back again.
It looks like it. It looks like they're rolling everything back. And with it says unless we're trying to get Jaden Ivey, but right now we
It
had a
doesn't
couple.
make sense to trade that pick away to OKC because OKC has nothing to do with with Detroit.
Yeah, I
Hey, Dr. Quasimonka, salute. Welcome to the channel. Salute,
This
salute.
doesn't make any
salute, doctor,
sense.
salute.
This doesn't make any sense, Jedi.
It's ridiculous and dumb. Yeah.
Give me one
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah, Gideon, and you see that how puzzling this is. It is really puzzling. I didn't expect the Knicks to have this lackluster night of the draft. It was just very lackluster.
Right. Not even AJ Griffin, Mark Williams, not even that. It's
Oh.
ridiculous.
Where did we? Oh, right. All right, you're back. Cool. All right.
Yeah, it's just I guess we're in this mode tonight.
Mhm.
The Knicks didn't pick Mr. Dr.
They trade out of the first round.
They traded.
trade out of the first round. They don't get a pick again to the 42nd.
Unless they trade back in. Go ahead, G Money. Explain exactly what the Knicks did here.
I mean, they traded. Here's what's killing me. New York traded
right
the
back.
11th pick to OKC, which is crazy.
The Pistons are acquiring Jalen Duren in a trade. Okay,
New York,
no, there's some chicanery going on because now Shams is saying that the Hornets have traded Jalen Duren to the Knicks.
Wow. So we get Jalen Duren. So New York is Jalen Duren from Charlotte. Wow. So Jalen Duren gets traded from Charlotte to New York. That's crazy. Well, Jalen Duren is a center from Memphis, though. So New York is another center. Wow. If that is the case, Mitch. If that is the case, Mitch might be gone though, because you have Sims, Mitch, and Duren. Mitch might be gone, and Tosh too. Jalen Duren is a rim runner, can put the ball on the floor, athletic, strong.
What did I miss? Because I had to go. Could be my son
Charlotte
livening up
traded.
my.
Charlotte traded Jalen Duren to New York.
Oh, so Jalen Duren is a Nick.
He's a Nick. Yep, he's a Nick about
Cleveland selects O'Shea Agbaji at 14.
Have you had a cronut, Chef Dan, donut with like is in a croissant? That is delicious. Chef Dan is not having it.
But Jalen Duren is decent. What do you think? You guys like Jalen Duren?
Let me look at my notes. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not too familiar with the kid. Let me find
I
out
mean,
my
he's
notes.
from. He used to play with the Memphis Tigers. He's a good rim runner. Can put the ball on the floor. He's strong. I think it's a good move.
Oh, he's from Memphis on the Finney Hardaway.
It's going to Detroit. Jalen Duren is going to Detroit.
Oh, so
Woj just says that Jalen Duren is going to Detroit. So Jalen Duren is not a Knick.
So are we getting Jaden Ivey back?
Okay, you know what? I'm about to tell you something that's gonna upset you, Jedi.
Okay. Cam Reddish.
Knicks are okay. Wait, the Knicks are trading Kemba Walker to Detroit.
Wow. So Kemba Walker is gone.
Okay, so before any more news comes out, let me tell you right now what's happening. This is the start of the new league year, and this is during the draft. They never hand in the complete. They never hand in the complete trade until all the details are ironed out. So they're still negotiating the trade right now as we speak. That's why the details remain unknown. Angelo, you were right. They're cooking something up because they acquired Jalen Duren and they paired him with Kemba Walker and sent him to Detroit. They're acquiring something from Detroit back right now. We just don't know what.
All right. Let's salute Dexter Gordon. We haven't seen Dexter Gordon since the Knicks season. Mr. Gordon, salute Dexter Gordon, man. He's out there in Korea, South Korea, working for the armed services. So salute to Mr. Dexter Gordon. Always good to see you, my main man.
Okay, so then here's why they traded pick number 11. I think they're trying to get Jaden Ivey from Detroit right now. But they needed more first-round picks, and I think they're not trying to include a young player. So what they decided to do was trade pick 11 to Oklahoma to get more first round picks,
Right.
and then trade something to Charlotte in order to get the acquisite
Draft right.
asking price to get Jaden Ivey.
Right.
So Ivy might be a Knick.
He might be, but I don't know. Like it's up in the air right now. Jose Melo, it looks like that's what might be going on. But then again, I don't want to get my hopes up right now. Oh
Mr.
man, this is a lot.
Mr.
This is a
Mr.
lot.
Mr. Worldwide West. Use your reach around
Well,
powers and get there.
according
Look,
to Woj, the
hey.
Pistons. Hey, Ivan Woj, the Pistons are sending the Hornets the 2025 first round pick via Milwaukee in a during trade.
Okay. Chef Dan, I want to drop kick you because now I want Wendy's. I want a Frosty. That donut.
Just get him some help. Just get him some help. Please. Please. Get him some help.
Please.
Get him some help. Get him some help. Please. Get him some help. Please.
Right.
Get him some help.
Dexter, I think the Knicks got something cooking. Although right now for us on the stream, we were not happy. We don't know. They traded out. They traded back in. They got this player. We don't know what's going on. Something is cooking. So we're gonna have to wait here. We were gonna end the stream and everything. I was like, you know what? You know what? Yeah, but something's cooking for the New York Knickerbockers. We were.
I was about to
what?
press up a storm.
Wow.
We were irate. We were really a little bit irate. People, we even have the Jeremy Cohen pulling his hair out.
Yes. for all the caps and no caps that he did, and this to go down.
Yeah, it's like that's why I say. That's why I didn't want to waste anyone's time with the Knicks stuff with the offseason because we don't know. You know, when we think we have something and they do something totally different, we just wasted people's time. You know, in Atlanta, make believe.
Right.
For that, come visit us in Orlando and come to Disney World and come and then you know what? You know how I won't waste your time. You say, hey, Jedi, I'm in Disney. I would like to meet. I will go take you out. I'll invite you out for lunch or dinner. You know what? Hey, you know, you're part of the channel. You want a fantasy? Let's go.
At
break
number
bread.
15, Charlotte selects Mark Williams. So they had two picks to play around with. I guess Duran was the pick they won. The 13th pick was the pick they wanted to trade away because 15 gives them less cap space, it gives them more cap flexibility because it's less dollars on the cap table.
And they address the need that they need a center.
Yep.
Familiar in that region, played his games at Duke. So all he do is right in the same state. So good job there, Charlotte, getting Mark Williams. I think he's a good center. I think for the value that he's going to get, I think he's going to help the Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah,
they don't have to trade for a center. Go ahead, Gideon. Sorry about that.
It's all right. I'm sorry for interrupting, man. I was about to say that the Hornets have always just struggled with centers, though. Like Mason Plumlee didn't really work out. Montrezl Harrell didn't really work out consistently. The last good center the Hornets really had was Hornets was really Al Jefferson back in 2016.
Yeah, you can say that. Yeah, you can say that. And of course, you know, Miles Turner was a name linked to them, but I don't know if they had the cap space for it. They also got to sign Bridges, so forth. So they bring in a good prospect there at 15 to play center from Duke. Really highly talented. It's me personally, I think the Hornets got better there at that position this evening.
They did.
So we keep refreshing. This is where Egan Beckley needs. For all that talking, all that going on a world tour of podcasts, where the hell is Mark Berman? This is your night. You know, you're supposed to be out here front and center.
He's taking a break.
Go conveniently because she had crap to talk about, just to talk hyperboles and nonsense and other people.
Okay, so wait, they're not trying to get Ivy. I think they're trying to clear up cap space.
What?
Jalen Brunson.
They were trying to clear $25 million to $28 million for Jalen Brunson. Like seriously,
come on,
yeah,
give me Ivy.
but see, this is the thing. It's still a long.
May the 4th. Salute, May 4th. Good to see you, man. Man, all this draft pick, try to get Ivy. If you got to throw in quickly, get rid of quickly. Get him in, get Ivy. It makes a ton of sense. Bring him in here.
Oh, good.
No one knows at this point, Chef Dan, because no one knows. No one saw this. No matter how much we tremendous cup.
No, they're keeping Ivy and they get Duren. So the Knicks
Wow.
just helped the Pistons.
All we did was just trade Kemba for nothing for the most part.
No, we shed him so we could get cap space, but that was it.
No, I understand that, but you didn't get something really back, you know?
You know what? That's okay though, as long as you can get him off the books. That's all. That's a win.
That's all. That's what it
Yeah.
is. Like, this is a financial move. That's a business move at that point.
Right.
It makes if the night ends so anticlimactic and they leave the Knicks with just $30 million in cap space, it makes you wonder what the heck this front office, are they in over their head?
Right.
They can't offer a Jalen 30.
I wouldn't.
They can't.
I wouldn't. That'd be nuts if they do that.
The
Mhm.
most you could do is
$30 million is a lot for Jalen Brunson.
Crazy.
I say 20, 23 tops, and maybe if you want to go 25 because you want to take him out of that comfortability in Dallas, I could see that, and I still think it's still a little high because let's face it, he's one thing I always say and I preach is height, and Jalen Brunson at that height, if he's not hitting the jumpers,
it doesn't help. That's
if
why
he's not hitting jumpers,
that's why it doesn't make
And
sense.
he's not the greatest of
Fred
finishers.
I know Fred VanVleet is like Fred VanVleet changed the way they look at small guards in Atlanta gets AJ Griffin.
Wow.
That could have been us. Adrian Griffin should have reneged.
Well, they end up getting it looks like we traded AJ Griffin for if you look at it, Cam Reddish. Small forward, same position.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Kevin Knox is about to enter free agency.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna bounce from Atlanta. I mean, he had a pretty good playoff run with the Hawks this past season, but he's probably gonna bounce, like you said.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah.
But so crazy that he outplayed Trae Young in certain games. That's weird, huh?
Well, it helps his free agent stock. Maybe a team will take a chance on him. That might need a wing defender. Maybe a team that you don't think of, San Antonio, Dallas, or even teams that are not even you never know. You might see Kevin Knox in Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
May 4th, maybe not to the Magic because they have to bring Isaac. They also got the two brothers, the Wagner brothers, and that they have a logjam in that small forward position. May 4th. That's why I didn't say the Magic immediately for that reason. They have a lot of plethora of kids at that wing position. Knox looks like he's going to want to at least get some bench minutes off the bench. And if he comes to Orlando, he's going to get buried. And Angelo says, I am starving. Come on, Knicks. So, yeah, we all want to hear something.
Mm-hmm.
It's a quiet night. The Knicks disappoint again. Last year we knew they were picking later, and we knew that. And despite at that draft night, it wasn't that exciting. Although I remember last year I had COVID. I was in bed doing the draft, but I was still good though. It was, and when they traded, we were like, "What the hell they're doing?" And all in all, we were playing. 1-0. We were pleasantly surprised with the picks that they did get, despite trading back. But you knew where they were picking that late. They got the best players late in that round and some blue chippers. But When you're this
Right,
close to the
right.
middle of the 11 and stuff, you kind of want to try to get transitional players that takes the team to another level. We don't want more question marks. We want NBA ready talent, young kids, and yes, I agree with you, Angelo. The Knicks owe the fan base a plan of direction. Are we
I
going?
agree.
Listen, guys, we're going with a full youth. We're going with a full youth movement. We're going to play these young kids. We're going to have them develop. We're going to continue to bring in, and we'll sprinkle in some veterans that will help this young team. But we don't even get Ugats. We don't get nothing. The only announcement we're going to have, the ticket prices are going to increase another 10 to 12%. Wow, what a crazy day. What a crazy draft tonight. No
Oh, the
news left.
Rockets. The Rockets might get Tyree Eason from LSU at 17. The
Yeah,
Houston Rockets.
they're selecting Tyrese.
Yep. Ty
Rock.
Washington's still out there.
Hmm.
The Knicks don't have a first round pick.
Crazy.
They essentially traded the 11th pick for cap relief.
Wow. Hey, look at Angelo. He said jump ship to root for the Nets. Unbelievable.
And
Don't bandwagon.
here's the worst part. Here's the
Don't
worst part.
bandwagon.
Here's the worst part. They didn't trade it for like one of the bigger contracts on the books or anything like that. They traded it to relieve Kemba. Kemba's $8 million, dog.
I guess that New York is looking for other point guards like Brogdon, Brunson, Kyrie if he's available.
Oh, and don't tell me they're dropping because in case we get Bradley Beal, because we're not going nowhere near Bradley Beal.
I don't
To
think that's
do
gonna happen.
what?
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Exactly what I'm saying. Because you bring in Bradley Beal, who gives you 27 points a night.
It doesn't make any sense. Like it feels like you're just almost there. You just had to bring in certain pieces to help the young guys go along. Like it seems like the game plan is right there, so simple.
We are doing the right thing with the young youth, May 4th, but not picking though is like what do only thing
You
I can think
traded the
of.
11th pick. You traded the 11th pick for cap relief,
Yeah.
and you got $8 million off the books.
That's not enough.
It is hard.
It's been hard since 2000 on. Yes.
Like, how much is the 11th pick making this year, so we can calculate how much?
Maybe what, 7 million, 7, 8 million? Let's double check. Chef Dan is gonna figure out what it's gonna find out for us how much that is. Johnny Davis, he said 2 players. We traded back and we traded.
$3
So
million.
it's only $3 million.
$3 million, yeah.
Wow.
$3 million.
Too.
So we have
That's not a lot
11. We're 11 million. $11 million free cap space.
That's interesting.
Wow.
All in all, this is this is if we bought in Leon Rose, something different. we bought in. Let's team him up with Worldwide West, who has a lot of connections, who knows the league, who's well connected, well versed. Leon Rose representing a lot of the stars, big contract negotiator, knows what he's doing. You kept Scott Perry as your GM, and what has been the hot move that we could say that let's say if they were be gone tomorrow, what is that? What in their regime? What have they done? You could question the pick with Obi Toppin and Tyrese Halliburton. You could question that. You could also bring in Kemba Walker. Julius Randle hit. It was a hit. Was it because of the coach that you were selected? Maybe that's the best move that these front office did, bringing in the head coach to bring in some winning and playing fundamental basketball. I think if you think about their tenure, if it was to end tomorrow, that's it. It's bringing in Tom Thibodeau, and he has a short shelf life, so it makes you question here. Yeah, you're right. It looks like their draft, they had their mindset Ivy or nothing, and we're getting nothing.
Nope.
It's crazy, but the night is not over. Things could happen. Who knows? Maybe Ivy, through his agent, pulls a Peyton Manning. Eli Manning. Say, I don't want to go to Detroit. I want to go play for the Knicks. Get me there. Make some.
I just don't see it, man. I mean, I hear, but I just don't see it. I think Ivy may look comfortable playing with Kate Cunningham. I just don't see it, man.
No, and May 4th, I understand we're building gradually. I understand that. I understand building gradually and not making foolish moves. But I think a foolish move is not picking 11. This is a young man
traded out of the first round.
Getting out of the first round, and regardless, they're young talent. No matter what, you're not gonna even if these talented are not good, or they say we don't know if they're not gonna be a bust or not. But you have to keep bringing you got to have the hockey mentality, shots on goal. If you have the privilege of a draft pick and at 11th, no matter what, you get to pick out of the whole 32 league, the 11th. You have the 11th opportunity to try to get you a franchise or an NBA or pro basketball player. You take it, and it's only going to cost you $3 million. Instead of going, even if you sign a veteran. What their ceiling is already. You're gonna get something on the decline with the young guy at $3 million. You don't know what he's giving you.
Here's news: Kemba Walker and the Pistons are expected to discuss a contract buyout that allows Kemba to be a free agent. So Detroit's going to buy Kemba.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we knew that's gonna happen. We know that.
We knew that was gonna happen.
We knew that was gonna happen. It's just they. What is it? What it is? The Pistons are going to get this draft pick. They're going to lose. They're going to lose $9 million on the cap. They're going to whatever or less than that, whatever they buy Kemba Walker out for, plus the $3 million on that draft pick, and that let's say 6. Let's go $6 million. They're going to lose $6 million off the cap. That's what it is. Right. And the Knicks for helping them with the relief of funds, we're going to give you this. We're going to give you this draft right. So so that's what it was. They could have done that with a second round pick, in my opinion, but. It is what it is.
They could give them the full 8, and it helps them because they don't have any. They're not spending that much in free agency like that.
And no one wants to go there.
They want to get over. They want to get as close to the.
And the Pistons have so much cap room. The Pistons.
Yeah, they want to get as close to they want to get as close to getting to the cap table as possible, so that they can they don't have to split salaries with the players that are not they're not earning it like that.
You're right. You're correct.
Chicago selects Dalen Terry with the 18th overall pick.
Wow.
I'm not. You know what? At this point, I'm really not too much invested on what these other teams do. I want to know what my Knicks are going to do, and it gets frustrated because you're hearing these guys getting picked, and in 2 or 3 years, 2 years. I'm going to say 2 years. We start seeing players developing in this draft, and we're like, and let's say we get like a plethora of really good NBA players in this draft. Boy, no matter, it's going to be tough to sell Leon Rose. Leon Rose is going to have to be perfect. and this front office from
Because
here
it
on out.
seems like the thing you're telling us is the same talent you could have gotten at 11. You feel you could get equivalent talent at 42 and not have to pay so much.
Right.
And especially if Ty Washington becomes a decent NBA point guard, a good one, you know, or any of these players that they passed off, it'd be like, whoa. It's interesting. Interesting. A lot of loss for words, and I apologize if we sound like we have lost for words, but we're as shocked as you. We're giving you our instant reaction, our raw, natural reaction of what's going on, and without being vulgar, without being rude, we're trying to hold back and giving you our this disbelief or disappointment with the what's going on with the Knicks organization, the way their draft night. But I hope that this night, when we look at it, we overreacted. One thing I'm going to give you a positive spin was January this year. I all that knows my channel. We love the New York Yankees here. We're I do the Yankee watch along. I do Yankee coverage. I have It's Over with Michael Costanza.
Right.
And we were talking so negative about the New York Yankees and free agency not doing nothing. Yankees weren't doing no movement. They needed players. They needed shortstop. They needed this talent. What the hell they're doing? Seeing all these teams signing all these players for all these luxury money, and we didn't do nothing. And now they stood a course. They had a core in place, and even we were questioning about the manager. Myself, I've called the manager a buffoon. And he was bad and so forth. And now look at the Yankees, one of the best team in Major League Baseball. The general manager and the organization put together a plan. They stuck with the guns, and they did their thing. And look at them now. Hopefully, do we have hope in the New York Knicks doing something like that? You could say absolutely not. They never done it in the past before. At least the Yankees have a track record and a history of doing this. Developing and staying pat. Shaden, any news before so I can stop?
No.
All right. So
No
so
much.
so my point is maybe we not we give it some time. Maybe this Knicks team come back here. You run the course together, and I'm not saying they're going to win an NBA title, but maybe there'll be much more expectation level. They'll exceed expectation level again. Maybe they'll give us something. Oh, whoa, wait a minute. They stood pat. They had a course. They didn't panic. And they did this. Remember draft night? They didn't draft nothing. They did with all these moves. And look where the Knicks are now. Second round of the playoffs, maybe. With a chance to clinch a ticket to maybe the Eastern Conference, and maybe they fall short. But we didn't expect that compared to tonight. If I tell you guys tonight, if you're at a Game 7, second round of the East of semifinal of the Eastern Conference semifinals, would you sign up for it right now with a chance to go to the Eastern Conference final? I think 90% of us would say hell yeah. So I'm trying to get a half fast glass half full and a good perspective. So you never know. I'm trying to be positive, but right now we all could be really irate. We could be vulgar. We could be really upset, and we could be totally upset. And it's naturally, I feel it. I understand why we could be all bothered right now. Yeah, you're right. Mate, if Noel is healthy, maybe might reach a 6 seed because of his defensive presence. But also May 4th, I'm going to come back that now it's a year older. A year older, and when you get older, it's more difficult to recover from degenerate knees.
He missed
The
50
other thing
plus
I want to
games because of
say is that
injuries.
after the All-Star break, we played on par with the top 5 defense. So I don't think it was that.
Okay.
That's a good point. It's
Oh,
just
I
our
think,
offense was just inconsistent, though. That was our problem. Offense just inconsistent.
and May 4th says we'll be fine. I hope so. I hope that this time off, Julius returns back to what got him into form, getting into the gym, working hard, conditioning his body, continue to work hard. And also, is he ready to take that secondary role to RJ Barrett? And is RJ Barrett going to be able to take that range? There's a lot of question marks here. we shall see. No, the defense was pretty good on May 4th. I disagree with you on they weren't trash. They were really good. They were pretty decent.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. The statistics say another thing. If you look at the statistics after
Mm-hmm.
the All Star break, we played on par with what with top five defense, and that's the statistics of the NBA. I'm just not gonna take a random person's word.
No, but remember, we called all 82 games, so we remember
Yeah.
calling them and being part of that. We were dissecting it night in, night out, and our eyes saw all the games. We saw all the
Mm-hmm.
games with our eyes, and we were really invested and seeing it. The team really played really well defensively. There were some times that offensively, we knew that they just didn't have the talent to keep up
Right.
at times, and it was hard. At times, yeah, Mitchell Robinson had a phenomenal year because we're trying to talk about Mitchell Robinson getting a big money contract because he played well down the stretch defensively. So misconstruction. Depending how you want to see, was it the same as the year that they went to the fourth seed?
No.
No, because they didn't. They didn't because the amount of wins that defense translated into a lot of wins for the New York Knicks. You're right. There was a lot of laps in the fourth quarter, but all in all, as a whole body, they were really good defensive. Just at the crunch time,
Mm-hmm.
the last 5 minutes of the game, they just didn't have the hit factor that they hit, and maybe that was because they were missing. Man, we were missing a Nolan's Noel to come in, maybe give a spell to other players, and so they could be more crisp in their rotations down the stretch. And I believe I could agree into that point. So I'd agree on that.
So, according to Welsh, the Grizzlies acquired a 19 pick from the T Wolves and are planning to select Wake Forest's Jake LaRavia.
See, even the Grizzlies adding another more young talent, and they're young as it is. They're adding more young talent.
Mm-hmm.
It's a crazy night. It's not over. And also over. We cannot overreact either. That's not. Right now we are all irate and bothered. But let's see. Let's see. I just hope that nothing goofy happens of this, like interjection from the owner, saying and fan base gets so bothered, upset that the owner gets intervened here and say we need to get this, we need to go a different course. If they have a game plan, let's stick with it. If you guys trade it back and you have a game plan, then go for it, guys. You know what? Right now, unfortunately, the franchise is in your hands until the owner decides to remove it from you. So hopefully the owner's patient and allow this to play it out because that's what happens if you like Chef Dan says, you can't be half pregnant. Either you're pregnant or you're not pregnant. And man.
Mm-hmm.
And free agency is a couple of days away. G, can
Starts
you double
July
check
1st.
July 1st?
July
Oh,
1st it starts.
that's right around the corner. Right around the corner. You know what? One thing about the NBA, free agency starts, signings immediately happen and concur, and we start getting news. Who signed what? Who agrees with what? But I'm
Right.
surprised we don't have player movement trades, Chef Dan. We already
Speaking of-
what? Yeah,
Sorry.
go ahead. Go ahead.
And speaking of movement, the T Wolves are going to land the 22nd to 29th pick in the draft.
Okay, but I haven't seen any player movements. Being moved other than Kemba Walker and Jeremy Grant. That's it.
And
I
Christian
haven't heard
Wood.
any. And Christian Wood. Okay, all right.
And
so
Jermichael
maybe-
Green's going to OKC too. Jermichael Green too. You got trade from Denver to OKC.
All right, so I take it back. I'm glad that you mentioned. I did not know about the Green move.
Yeah, Jermichael Green, not Jeffrey. Jermichael.
Jermichael.
Jermichael, yeah.
No, I'm Johnny Davis. I think he says. Do you think some of the problems is that we stuck with Randall and Fournier? No, I think rotating them maybe at times. If you see Randall don't have it, maybe have Randall a short leash, especially if you have a kid or Roby Toppin. Might have to give Randall a shorter leash. Maybe you might have to play 27 minutes if he doesn't have it that night. If you see Randall's cooking, you let him go. But if he doesn't have it, you gotta, short leash. I mean, and that's not even a short leash. 27 minutes, or even 30, it's still good time for him to get it going. And if he's not giving it to you, you can't put yourself in a hole. You can't put your team in a bad implement. And sometimes Fournier isn't got the shooting touch. You got Quentin Grimes, there. You Cam Reddish, that you're gonna have to. I think if you're gonna come back with this group, you're gonna have to have short leashes on these guys. If they don't got it, go find a hot hand. But Thibodeau, it's just the coaching philosophies.
And to add to your point, Julius Randle played a ghastly 35 minutes per game. He's going to get pooped out 35 minutes per game.
Yeah, definitely. Personally, I would like to see 27.
Mm-hmm.
I think if we get a fresh 27 minutes from him and the rest, you could fill it with Roby at the rest at the power forward, and maybe occasionally for maybe 5 increments of minutes, you put Obi in the stretch 5. It might work a little bit. You get more minutes through Obi that way as well, especially if it's just me thinking. And I know easier said than done because sometimes the matchup doesn't dictate. It's going to dictate where you cannot play on Obi Toppin at center, depending on what team you play. You might not be able to. But for 5 good minutes, I would like to see that. Let them go on a quick run, especially to close out a quarter. Especially the first quarter. But I would like to see Randall's minutes diminish from 35 to 27. My opinion.
I agree with that. I agree because I agree. What Thibs did well in 2021. Yeah, Randall played a lot of minutes, but Thibs knew how to rotate with Randall and Obi. Last season, when New York only won 37 games, yes, Randall at times was trying to do too much by turning over the ball, not figure out double teams. But I also felt that, like you said, Tom Thibodeau overplayed him too much. And you saw Randall didn't have the legs. His jumper was off, his free throw shooting was off, and his defense wasn't there. And he also got fatigued in the fourth quarter.
It's due to those heavy minutes. He did play a lot of minutes, and so did RJ Barrett play a lot of minutes. First year of Tom Thibodeau, despite the fact that, but RJ was able to grow to and elevate his game, where it really affected Julius Randle and his conditioning, and he needed that time off. And maybe that's what it was. Maybe last year, it was just the body not reacting to all those minutes, and remember, due to the pandemic, the season ended and the training camp started short. It wasn't the normal. This is going to be more like a normal NBA off season for them to rest, get acclimated, get their bodies rested, vacation time, as well as their off season programs. Maybe Randall will come back, turn back the clock to that Randall that got us the 4th seed, somewhere in the middle from last year to what we saw. Most improved player. Give me something, an upgrade from last year, and something just short of that. You know what? I'll sign for it. I'll take it. I can't be asking him to give me second team NBA, although I would love that. No, but if you get something in between there, you know what? I'll sign for it. But it all starts with the minute distribution.
And San Antonio will get Malaki Branham at draft board at number 20. So the number 20th pick will be Malaki Branham, and the Spurs will draft him.
Malaki from Ohio State, the small forward.
Yep. Spurs do need another forward though, because the Spurs' problem last year, they do need another forward to help out. Jakob Poeltl, Lonnie Walker. Yeah.
Dan, you're awfully quiet, man. You're a man of thinking thoughts. Either that or the Wendy's is saying hello, my friend.
Hornets compensation for Jalen Duren. They got a 2023 Denver first round pick, 2023 Knicks second round pick, 2023 Utah second round pick, 2023 Dallas or Miami second round pick, whichever one's more favorable, and 2024 Knicks second round pick.
That's a lot of picks. That's a lot of picks from all different teams. Remember, and get me answer me if I'm incorrect. Isn't next year when the high school players are eligible to be drafted?
Yeah, around that. You can be drafted at 18.
Yeah.
You can be drafted at 18 by
So right now they got a plethora of all these picks where they could package if they want to move up for a kid in next year's draft. That's a good smart move on that front office to acquire all those different draft picks to have in their pockets, or if they want to trade, or they even want to unload a salary and add a pick to get some money off the books. So that was a smart move there. Smart move. Who is on the clock? Gideon.
San Antonio, they get Malaki Branham,
After
number
San
20.
Antonio,
After San Antonio, it would be Denver at number 21.
the Nuggets.
Who and Denver, if they can just get healthy with Jamal Murray, Michael Porter, they'll be fine. What the Nuggets need, in my opinion, they need rim protection. If I were the Nuggets, draft a rim protector. Two, get a microwave bench scorer to help out Bones Highland. That's what the Nuggets need to draft.
Has Wesley's been picked? Blake Wesley has not been picked, right? The
No, I don't
shooting
think so,
guard
no.
from Notre Dame. That's a perfect
Nope.
spot for Denver, my opinion.
hmm But they have guards. Don't you think they need a rim protector? They have
You
guards.
got Nurkic. You're gonna take. Where's he gonna get the minutes? You also got Aaron Gordon. You can't. They got forwards and center. They got the MVP in center. To bring another rim protector, where are you gonna have the logjam with minutes to protect the rim if they're not gonna be able to get on the floor though? That's why I think they're gonna go with wing or guard. In my opinion.
hmm No,
Good assessment though. There, we'll see.
right.
As we wait for the pick to come in here, we'll continue going along with the Watchalong here. A few picks away before the first round. Do they do the first and second round today? Right? They all went. I forgot.
They do. They do the first and second round. The second round picks are from 31 all the way to 58.
Yes, I remember last year. That's right. Last year.
Right. This isn't the NFL, which there's days in which they do.
One, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. That's why I know I did it last year. But remember, I was under COVID. I was actually behind on a laptop, with my camera muted, right out the camera, and I was.
Denver's gonna select Christian Braun.
Mhm.
All right.
So that's a good move.
From Kansas, the shooting guard. So I was right with the position, but wrong with the player. I did say shooting guard, and I remember you said rim protector, and I said they have Gordon, they have Jokic, they got other. That's why I didn't want to. I just. Yes, I know they only have 2 rounds, but I just didn't remember if the first night and the second night were all the same night. I just didn't remember that from last year for some reason. I don't know why.
Right. Yeah, he's from Kansas. Yeah, he's a shooting guard. He won the shooting guard. He won the NCAA championship last year. Yep. With them.
All right, we got the Grizzlies back on the clock. So Grizzlies back again, adding to that team, adding to that young team, that really young team, and getting some young talent that is not going to cost them $2 million for this pick to be on the books. So we'll see.
Right. What the Grizzlies need, in my opinion, they have the forwards, but I think they need another 6-man off the bench. You have to re-sign Tyus Jones if I were them, and maybe another center off the bench, maybe another center and
I
a
agree.
6-man.
I think they go Walker Kessler from Auburn, the center from Auburn, or even this is where Kai Soto might get picked.
Right.
They need a center. They need another backup center, another backup center who's athletic, who play, for that price, for $2-3 million a year. It's not going to cost too much to have that, and we'll see.
Yep.
If I was them, I'd go for the best shot blocking center available in the draft. They have got a plethora. They got John Morant. They have players that could score. They got the scoring.
Dylan Brooks. You have D'Anthony Melton. You have Zaire Williams. Yeah. Desmond Bain. Yeah.
Yeah, get yourself a center who's just going to be a defensive juggernaut there. Rebound, stop, defend the paint, shot block, be an intimidating factor down low on a team's opposing drive, and that's going to also help your top scorers and your winged players not to expend energy on defense, because they know they have someone down low that's there that they can rely on to go and help on the defense, who could rotate and be a juggernaut down in the center position. I think that's if I'm the Memphis Grizzlies, that's what I'm trying to build here and trying to bring up and bring try to help complete my team.
Right. Because the problem with the Grizz last year, into why they got kicked, why they lost to the Warriors, they got killed on the board, especially in the offensive glass, and also the Warriors just killed them on the drive. They just like we both agree, they need another rim protector because Steven Adams was unplay. He's a good player, but he was unplayable in that series because they picked and rolled him to death.
No, May 4th. We don't have no first round picks. May 4th. Knicks are out of
We
the first
don't.
round.
We traded him.
Yeah, we're out of the first round. I'm gonna do the first
And
round, and I think we're gonna call it.
this right here is why I have a problem with Leon Rose ducking the media.
That doesn't look good. You duck and you don't speak, and then this happens.
Duck, you don't speak, and then you do this, and you still not gonna speak to the media.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not.
And
a
you
good
told us you were gonna use the draft. You said this. You sent this off season letter. All the ticket holders. It was spread everywhere. You know the ticket holders don't hold back nothing. They let us know everything. And how you mentioned the young core like 5-6 times in your letter about how you're invested in the young core, and you do this.
Yeah, I don't know.
Interesting. Yeah. Second
9
round. Yes, we do have a second round May 4th. I believe in the 40s.
Only one second round pick in the 40s. It's the 42nd pick. You can
Mhm.
only the most I'd see them trading it back is like 44 or 45. That's it.
Yeah, they're gonna
Wow.
select that, and that's gonna be just go to Westchester.
They thought Knicks fans thought they were going to get pick number 30 from OKC. They're not getting any pick from this draft. They're getting future draft assets.
Yeah.
They're
Mhm.
going into the free agency.
Unless
It's
it,
free
unless it,
agency for them.
unless if they see something that they like in the later rounds that they want to draft.
You don't make this move you don't trade out of the draft unless you're going into free agency for something. It's free
Mhm.
agency.
Right.
Boy, they're gonna ridicule this team tomorrow. They're gonna ridicule this team everywhere. Wow. Yeah. Janine, I'm gonna highlight your comment with that, and you make a good point. New York media should not let Rose get away with not speaking. Here's the issue with that: with the New York media
Additional picks.
goes hard on the Garden and the Rose. The Garden is very
Right.
petty. They start
Right.
negating access to some of these beat writers, some of these media coverage, in the media credentials in the Garden. They're very vindictive. So a lot of these media guys are a little tippy toed and afraid to really say go full and take away from their their journalist integrity to go and really say what they really 100% think about what's going on, or speak about the New York Knicks or the Madison Square Garden group. And that's unfortunately that's the problem,
Mhm.
and that's an issue. That's why a lot of folks in the media and behind the scenes don't like James Dolan, because he does these petty type of moves, not granting
Mhm.
players access, not heck since he's been owner, since he has taken fully control of the New York Knicks from his dad. You don't hear Knicks players no more on the radio cutting a weekly spot, a weekly um, interviews. Before in the 90s, oh, Yankees tied a game, 3-run homer in the ninth. Good job, Jerome. Thank you for that, man. I'm missing that. I could have been doing this, that, and I'm over here doing a lackluster draft. But that's no. But I'm with my Jedi family, which is the most important of all the chat. So that's, to me, that's more than welcome on that. So I'm okay with that there. But that's what said. Back in the 90s, you had Pat Riley had a weekly spot with Mike and the Mad Dog. You used to hear from Herb Williams. You used to hear from the Knicks players. I remember, because I am a WFAN. I love listening to that station. I still do, even living in Florida. I got it, and I love listening to the sports radio talk. And you used to get Knicks players. I used to love the Pat Riley report, the Jeff Van Gundy report. And we don't get that since Dolan has been, because he doesn't want them to criticize his team, and that's not a good look. And you know what? That's why a lot of these journalists and and media don't go after hard against the New York Knicks for that reason. They lose access. And heck, James Dolan's banned
Mhm.
Maggie Gray from Madison Square Garden because she was critical of Dolan as an owner.
Wow,
not good.
Philly's trading the 23rd pick to Memphis for DeAnthony Melton. Whoa. Sixers get DeAnthony Melton. That's a big move for them.
There goes your player movement, Jedi.
There it is. You're right. You're right. You're right, Dan. Wow.
So Philly would trade the 23rd pick to the Grizz, and the Grizzly Bears will hand out DeAnthony Melton to the Sixers.
Leon Rose is asleep at the wheel.
Again.
Again. That's not good. That's not good because all you're telling me you're there to take a paycheck, and that's not good. That's the optics. Unfortunately, that's the optics. You're fleecing a billionaire to pay you millions of dollars to do nothing. That's what it looks. Unfortunately, that's what it looks.
I don't even want to say what I'm about to say next because I think this domino might fall. But at least Cam Reddish is still on the team.
For
Man.
now.
For now, they look like they want to get rid of him. I hope not. But the way you make it,
Get Nine some help.
The way you make me
Get
happy.
him some help.
You know what? How all this chicken soup of that will help the Knicks fans, or at least me personally. I'm gonna be biased. Just get me Zion Williamson and just cut
And
the crap.
the Grizzlies will target Colorado State's David Roddy at number 23.
All right.
For all this, yeah. For all this,
I'm gonna say in the words of Jay Carthill from AEW Wrestling, the female, Tony, cut the crap. Get me Zion Williamson.
Yeah. For all that, just cut the crap and get me Zion.
She says it. She says the S word, but I don't feel like cursing. Because
I feel like it, but I'm not. Cause
I don't want to. Of course,
yeah.
I know. We, but I don't want to. So cut the crap, Tony.
Cut the.
Shoosh.
Cut the bleep.
Well, the Knicks have been cutting the cheese in the wrong way. Sheesh. But look, wow.
It's just it feels so lackluster because for this, here's why it feels so wrong. This year we saw it. The only time that the Knicks looked good was when the young players were playing.
Mm-hmm.
So you had a chance to build on that youth, and you elected not to. It's like a big slap in our face. Like, we didn't see what we saw last year. No. It wasn't that. It was just we got the wrong group of free agents. If we get the right group of free agents, and it's like, no, at some point you got to build these kids up and let them play. You got to let the pups loose. Like, I can't have my puppy learn to walk and piss and poop in the house. It has to be broken outside. It has to learn that outside.
The Bucks will
there's
be
some
number
grass you
24th
can
in the
smell.
pick. The
There's
Bucks will
some
get the
grass you
24th
can't
pick.
smell.
So after the Grizzlies take the 23rd pick, Milwaukee will be next. The 24th pick.
Did they pick yet?
No, not yet though.
So you should let Dan and don't let him finish his story. But I know you want to let us know, but let him. Well, if the pick was in, then you could interrupt. But you should have let him finish his story. He was on a roll. He was on a roll.
Whoops, my fault. I apologize.
It's just discouraging, Kev. It's discouraging.
That's all right. That's okay.
You're right. You're fine, man. You're fine.
It's just.
Oh man, it's yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna say this right now, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But man, the only time I wanted Jalen Brunson was when I was truly desperate. But with the start of a new year, you have new hope. And Leon Rose has already taken all that hope away from us by trading out of the first round.
Yeah, it'll be funny. It'll be interesting. Is the pick in Gideon?
Let's see. The pick is in for the Grizz. Yeah.
Let us know what it is.
David Roddy, congrats. You're going to the
76ers moved Danny Green for and number 23 for DeAnthony Melton.
Wow.
And Vita Grizz, that's big. Danny Green, good former champion, two 3-time champ, can shoot the three, play good defense.
Don't say that. Please don't say that.
So Danny Green is going to Memphis. Not bad.
Hmm.
They got themselves a lethal assassin that is going to give them playoff experience.
Hmm.
That's a move more geared for the playoffs.
Yep.
For all that, just get Kyrie, man.
For
Now
the
I'm really in the
Knicks,
dumps, right?
for the Knicks or
Yeah,
for Grizzly.
for the Knicks. I would have to be really upset for me to say go get Kyrie, right?
Now, Chef Dan, I'm glad you mentioned that. No, seriously, I'm glad you brought that up. We heard the reports. We saw that Kyrie said a team that he's willing to come to on a sign and trade or extension, whatever, a trade and extension, will be the New York Knicks.
Hmm.
Now, maybe Leon Rose says no, doesn't want it, whatever the case. What I say, they say that there's a division, but the owner, we all know this owner says, you know what, I don't care, I want this here. So if the owner, and maybe this is a telltale sign why this is happening. Leon Rose says, you know what, screw it. You want me to? The owner wants me to get I Irvin here. Let's all right. So we gotta have to do this here. This move, this move, this move. We're creating money and opportunities to move and this and that. And could it be that? Do you see a scenario where Dolan is probably pushing to say, you know what? Oh, Kyrie's out there. Let's go for it because I have not won. I'm desperate. You know, it's been years. Or we just shooting the breeze here?
I just don't see
I
Kyrie coming to the Knicks. I just don't see it.
see. This is the thing, though. If that is what's happening, then Leon Rose has ultimately failed at his job, and he no longer has a reason to be here. Because one of the other appeals to Leon Rose having his job was that he was supposed to be able to talk Dolan into a patient approach.
You're right, but seeing that we didn't have a great, we didn't do much in the trading deadline. Although there was really nothing there to really go for in the trading deadline. We saw that the free agency last year they weren't so last year's free agency. They saw movement, they saw guys going this and there, Dinwiddie, so forth, and we got Fournier and Kemba, and it was like we saw it wasn't so. Maybe he goes, you know what? I'm running out of patience. I thought you were this guy that was supposed to be, well connected and so forth. No, get me. You know what? Just get me Kyrie. Get me this mega star. Get me this mega star. We need a mega star. Is he maybe he's pushing behind the scenes? I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But we've seen this picture before. With when Carmelo Anthony, we had Donnie Walsh, a hell of a great executive, was doing the right thing. He cleaned up the cat situation, bought space in here, had money, got ready, bought in, had Stoudemire, had money there, you know, and had talent. Although none of the talents panned out for in the Carmelo Anthony trade. They didn't do nothing going the other way either. But maybe they might have worked together as a group. If we would have kept those talent and added a Carmelo Anthony, it would have been a different story. Or Donnie Walsh had a vision. Maybe those players that didn't turn into nothing, he might have moved them for other players to bring along with Carmelo Anthony. We never know. Could and they say history has tends to repeat itself. I hope not. I hope I'm wrong.
Right, right. And the Bucks are next. They're gonna draft G League Ignites Marjan Beauchamp at number
Beauchamp,
24.
Beauchamp.
Beauchamp, Beauchamp, excuse me. Beauchamp at number 24. So the
Oh,
Bucks are
good job.
next.
I'll be right back.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I
sir.
gotta
Chef Dan.
empty the snake.
All
Well,
right. Well,
Beauchamp is a shooting guard slash small forward. Good ball handling skills, can get to the rack, good finisher. Milwaukee needed that too, because what the Bucks lacked last year was another ball handling guard, though, since they lost Chris Middleton and due to injury. Well, I mean, they had Drew Holiday, but you get my point.
mm-hmm. No, I got you, man. I can't believe the Yankees tied the game in the ninth inning on a 3-run shot, and I'm here covering nothing going on with the New York Knicks.
We're the New York Knicks. We're the New York Knicks. Whew. Only one out left in the only one out bottom ninth.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on it. I'm watching it. We got
Okay.
Joey O2 Gallo up. Oh God,
Exciting Yankees game, and you here waiting for a
nothing.
second round pick.
Yeah, no, we're gonna stay into the first round, and we're gonna call it because
This
I
second
don't.
round pick better be Jokic, right?
Is it? Yeah, no. We're just gonna go to first round, see if they which they're not. See if they draft come back and trade back into it or anything, any news occur. But we'll wait until the first. We'll do the whole first round, and we'll call it a night there. But it's entertaining though. It's always good to see the folks in the chat that we haven't seen. We appreciate seeing. We saw Nice in the building. I haven't seen Nice in a long time. Talking to Nice in a while. Janine, although I do view her channel, her movies I'm a lot. Her channel is reviewing all the different programs. I'm a big fan, and good to speak to her, to see her there. And it's always good to see the familiar faces in and out on the channel. And we're also the first round. We want to see if Kai Sato gets picked. I could imagine the headlines of the New York Post tomorrow.
Yep.
Joey Gallo. As the sun rises from the east, west sun goes down in the west. The day follows the night. Joey Gallo strikes out. God, that guy sucks. Any news, guys? Gideon.
Nah, nothing
Nothing
in the
yet.
chamber. Nothing in the
All right.
chamber.
Nothing in the chamber. All right. The giggity.
Giggly, 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 giggly. So
Well,
the
at least
only
we know
play
we only know a
right.
couple. We're just a couple days away for summer league.
Doesn't Summer
We
League
get
start July 7th to the 17th, by the way?
we'll get to see Jokic Rakavitis returning.
Mm-hmm.
He's not returning this year.
No, he already said it. He declared it.
Yep.
Ah, golly, that makes it even worse. I thought he had a glimmer of hope.
I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not excited for this year's summer league now.
Oh,
Mm.
The Knicks just stole summer league away from me. They just stole the draft from us. All of that. I don't. And if this is all for Jalen Brunson,
that's a bad one too. If it's all just
Yeah.
for that, yeah. I mean, Brunson is good, but not even and I don't even and even if they would have got Moncton Brogdon, I'm still not moist like they say for neither one of them. I don't know.
Mm. But you don't
Well,
want Malcolm. Go ahead.
Moncton Brogdon is always injured though. I mean, he's a good player, but man, do you think he's gonna come back and be healthy in New York?
That's a good point, though. I see your point, though. My only thing is if he can work on his conditioning. I think if we do get Brogdon, if he can work on his conditioning, then maybe he can stay healthy. But I can see why you guys think that it might not work out if we got Brogdon. My thing is that Brogdon is a good two-way player that can defend, that can shoot the three, and he did win Rookie of the Year back in 2017, and he's a good passer. So if we
the
did get
Spurs.
Brogdon, yeah,
Sorry, the Spurs are selecting Blake Wesley.
nice.
Hmm. And who the next? But you know what? Ty Washington is still out there. No one expected him to fall this deep. And already 25 picks are in.
Well, Blake Wesley is a. Let me see. Blake Wesley looks like a forward, I think. No, he's a guard. He's a guard. Blake Wesley's a guard. But do you think the Spurs need any more guards though?
With the San Antonio Spurs, I have no idea what they they have a reason, a formula. Dexter Gordon is back with us. Now, the Knicks have done nothing. Dexter, if they traded out of the first round, it's been a very nonchalant, lackluster draft tonight. It's been really like whoa, like you're like whoa. It's like we're the Brooklyn Nets, with no
Yeah,
picks.
no, but what I'm seeing now on Twitter is now all those Knicks fans that didn't care about whether Leon Rose did an interview with the media, now they want some questions answered. Now Knicks fans want a town hall.
Ah,
Now you want a town hall.
no, I can see that. Angelo makes a good point because all the movement for Brunson.
Oh,
Let's see. We got it all. Give us the
the
bitter pill.
Knicks, the draft picks that the Knicks got from trading that the 11th pick. They got a 2023 protected first rounder from Detroit, a 2023 protected first rounder from Washington, and a 2023 protected first rounder from Denver.
Basically nothing because all they protected. That means you get crap.
The protections, yeah.
Now we've seen in the past there were protections be removed, those restrictions and so forth. But it'll be interesting. So the Yankees got winning run at second with 2 outs and Judge at bat. So this is interesting. This is more interesting down here. I'm gonna do a little play-by-play. The first pitch down low for a ball, 1-0. Yes, Angelo. Next year's draft is going to be deep because that is the high school draft. So,
Yeah, but the protections.
Here's the 1-0 pitch coming. Down low, 2 balls and no strikes. So we're turning this into a Yankee. So the winning run is at second base here with Aaron Judge, candidate for MVP, who is 1 for 4 tonight. Man, I could have been doing this tonight. And Caputo biting his nails. Here's the pitch. Down low, 3 balls and no strikes. So they're going to walk Judge. It looks like they're going to have the bases loaded here with Anthony Rizzo with 2 outs. Rizzo. Chef Dan needs to do a Met game. I agree. I got to get back on the Mets too, but it's just so much content. I want to, but I just need a clone. Someone please help me clone myself here so I could do Mets too. Three-0 pitch here. I give Judge the green light if I'm the Yankees. The pitch. There it is. Line. And it was fair. It's fair. Yankees win. The Yankees win. Take that, heel. And the Houston Astros, you lose. Yeah. Oh, and a walk-off fashion. I'm going to text the heel. Yes, indeed. All right. At least that's a good part of my night.
Yanks making us proud this year. Yanks.
Oh, indeed. Woo.
Even Rangers too made us proud too. Even the
Rangers
too.
did. Yes, the Rangers and Sherkin with the Vezina Trophy. So good job on him.
Houston
Caputo.
selecting Wendell Moore.
Oh, that's the T-Wolves. The T-Wolves are landing Wendell Moore. The T-Wolves. At number 26. What the T-Wolves do need, man, if you're Minnesota, one, they got to consider trading D'Angelo Russell. I like D'Lo, but I have a feeling D'Lo might be gone. Two, they need a mobile defender in the paint. And also, they need another microwave bench scorer. They need a bench scorer that can create their own shot. That's why the Wolves end up blowing big leads against the Grizzlies in the playoffs in the first round.
All right. Nice. The Yankees got a hit for us here. Man, at least something good is happening.
Bang.
Something good happened for New York,
man. Leon Rose needs. I need a town hall. I said it. I said it before. I'm gonna say it again. This is the reason why you have him answering these questions, man. Because you gave that letter out, and it's like, why did you tease for all that just to trade out of the first round? What is the intention there? Do you feel that there was no player in the first round that could have helped build on this young core that couldn't get any playing time amongst a group of veterans that gave you a losing season?
Mm-hmm.
But before they do the town hall, when everybody gathers in, you bring James Dolan with his band to play the music for us, get the town hall ready, warm up the crowd.
You'd warm up the crowd, all right. Oh, you'd warm up the crowd, all right. Oh, you'd warm them up, all right. I'm telling you, you warm them up, all right.
Oh man, this is anticlimactic for the New York Knickerbockers tonight. All because they allow that moron, that jinx, not a moron, the jinx, put it that way. I apologize for calling him a moron. The jinx, Spike Lee, into the building. You can't be there. Don't be there no more.
Wow, the Wolves acquired the pick from Houston via the Christian Wood trade. Okay. Okay, so it's part of the Christian Wood trade. Okay.
Yeah, I agree with you. They should have let the young players get burned. We mentioned that. Chef Dan has been saying that. We've been saying that since the All-Star game. You know what? After trading deadline All-Star game, you know what? Play the kids. And I told
immediately off the All-Star break, you make the shift because number one, they really did it just like the Giants.
Man, it's crazy. We mentioned that if you see us, if you watch along with us, and we also have it's here on the channel, all the videos. You can just go and fast forward it to the end of the shows when they were losing, or we were like, you know what, play the kids. It's time to play the youth movement. See what you got. Don't wait for the last 5 to 10 games of the regular season because they're gonna ball out really well, and they might get fool's gold. If you play a half a season from the All-Star, you're gonna know exactly because now teams have scouting reports. Teams are playing for playoff position, playoff lives. They're gonna get their best shot, and if these kids play well, with teams giving their best shots, fighting for playoff positioning and playoff lives, then if the kids play well, you got some NBA players. But if you wait for the last 10 games, everybody's mailing in. They got reservations.
Not only that, but you give the kids enough time to play for from the end of the All-Star break to the end of the season. That's more than enough games to shift your season to say, hey, we can make the play-in. From there, if they're gassed, it is what it is. We're going to help them with their conditioning. You're going to grow up. You're going to, as you grow, things of that nature. But you've earned this playing time.
Exactly. You're right. Remember, I mentioned that. I told you that. So I don't want to be a negative, but they're going to play Obi with last 5 games. Obi and Quickly are going to be really great. And we're not going to, we're thinking they're going to be great. Then come next year, then they're, what happened? I thought they were, and that's the problem. Give them more time. I'm not saying they're not going to be any good. They are, but, I wish they would have let them more time to, and
truly find out what type of player they are.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you can't ask them both. You cannot ask both of them to come back to summer league. They came already 2 years in a row. You can't ask for 3.
No, only 1 year. Remember, they're pandemic draft picks.
That's right. Mm-hmm. But I still
didn't summer league. But
yeah.
No, I'm not gonna lie. That would be the only thing for me to look forward to. Would be for me to know that McBride, Grimes, Quickly, and Obi are all in summer league again. That's the only thing for me to look forward to.
I think all of them except for Quickly and
you gotta play both of them as well.
And Toppin. I don't think they both be. I think just me personally, I would love it. I would love to say we're gonna have them seeing them in summer league, but I don't see it.
But then let me ask you this question: if we already know how much
Miami's how much pick.
If we already know how much Tibbs is gonna play them, which is roughly like half a second quarter, half a fourth quarter,
Yeah,
Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they get more reps on an NBA court?
because
Get
of
as
the
much reps as you can.
Yes, Maria. We saw Judge with the big hit. I did a little play-by-play, Maria. While I had the game on, Mike, because we were still doing the basketball. But yes, we saw that 3-goal pitch. Aaron Judge got that base hit. With Aaron Hicks with the 3-run homer. Thanks to Jerome, who told us about it, and I turned the game on immediately. I got to see, and by the way, kind of Falefa was safe on that stolen base. That was not overturned in replay. But all in all, the Yankees win. They win 7-6. Good job there. What's the pick for Miami? G Money.
Hang on. They didn't really say yet, though. They didn't really say yet.
All right, I thought they had it because I know you were going to interject on that. So until you have the pick, let us know exactly so we'll stop talking, allow you to say the pick. Now, I hope they do play the kids in the summer league. I want to, Quentin Grimes, Miles McBride, Jericho Sims. I can't wait to see them there. I hope, you know what, too, Chef Dan? Here's a name that he was in the G League and it's going to be part of the summer league. Amir Sims. I've been telling you him for a while. I remember when everyone was down on COVID and they needed bodies, big bodies for rebounding. I was like, why don't they bring Amir Sims? I don't know if you recall. I was a big proponent. Amir for rebounding. I hope he has a good summer league. I hope he becomes like maybe the 15, 14 man on the roster. I like the kid from Texas A&M. I think he's really good. Sometimes you need guys to just play defense, shut down defense, just rebounding and setting some good picks and pick and rolls. And Amir Sims can provide that. You saw them there if you watch some of the Westchester Knicks, that was his primary role. I hope it translates to the big club. I hope he shows up an impressive summer league camp. The pick is in, Notorious?
No, not yet. It's coming soon.
Okay. Wow, what a good night for the Yankees winning. And you know what? What is today's Thursday? Yankees win. So you know what? Tomorrow's Friday night.
TGIF.
No, but not only that. Tomorrow is Pasta Primavera for the Caputos.
Oh yes,
yes.
At Gino's.
Gino's night at the Caputos. He will have his Pasta Primavera with his pals. And man, and with
Miami
a Yankee victory,
Nikola Jovic. So they get their own Joker.
Hopefully they don't get the brothers don't go. Yeah, what was it? Didn't he have some beef with someone from Miami? Who was it?
Marquise
Morris.
Morris.
Yeah. I hope it ain't a secret brother being sent there. Yeah. You take my Jokic brother.
Mm-hmm.
The Gurat.
You touch my Jokic brother. Welcome to the Gulag.
And speaking of the Heatles, Miami was a Jimmy McBucket's 3-ball away of having fun in the summertime playing the big dance. They were this close. Just this close. They lost their seeds in 7. Jimmy Butler just missed a 3. What the Heat
By how much?
They lost by 4 points in Game 7. They never led in that game.
But how much again? Show that again. That gesture.
You just like this close.
Yeah, man. That's what she said.
Went too close. Jimmy
That's what she said.
She went too, but the rim had other plans. Said, nope.
G Money, that joke went right over his head.
Yeah, it went right over your head. It's okay. You'll have the birds and bees talk later.
Yes, I have to make a stream. I have sit you down in Caputo and talk about the birds and the bees afterwards.
Yeah,
because both you and Caputo needs to talk. And man, I'll serve hot dogs.
You want a hot dog?
Hot diggity!
Yeah. It's the NBA draft. Sheesh.
Yeah. That's the NBA
draft. Where is Jose Melo? Jose Melo's probably asleep. He said, screw this, man. I'm out of here. I
don't blame him.
We're almost done with the first round. We'll just call it there. We'll call it at there. No. Man, disappointing, man. I appreciate you guys hanging out with us, though, watching along with us, being part of the channel. Good. Like I said, it's always good to see the same folks always that watch along with us all 82 games of the NBA season. That's one thing I can say that Chef Dan, myself, and Gideon, we're proud that we did all 82 games on the Knicks season. Call it, even though the season wasn't what we wanted, but it was fun to still call it. You know, the ups and downs, the and losses that we were close to winning. The RJ Barrett 3-pointer against the Celtics. All the different highlights. The Orlando
That
Magic game.
3-pointer against the Lakers.
That was
Mhm.
another
That
one.
dunk on Russell Westbrook and Anthony Davis.
That was vicious. Or Obi Toppin's 42-point extravaganza against the Raps, or Quigley's trip dub in the last game of the season, or Obi and
Yes.
IQ's magnificent performance in DC. That was
The,
awesome.
the beautiful, beautiful Christmas morning game that we did here on the network with against the Hawks. We were all in pajamas Christmas Day. That was all. So, despite not having the season we had, but we had some wonderful,
Yo, that
wonderful
Christmas game
memories.
was
Evan
fun.
Was
Yeah.
Fournier
fun.
tormenting the Celtics twice.
No, that was
Double
fun.
OT.
The Kemba Walker big game the night before Christmas, the 23rd on Festivus. He
Oh
went out.
yeah.
He
Against the
balled out
Wizards,
on
a 44 piece.
yeah. He was on Festivus, and Julius Randle had he ruined Festivus. He just didn't perform.
Well, against the Washington Wizards. Yeah, he just ruined that 44-point game. We were like, what is going on?
And
Kimba is
wow,
on
the
fire.
chance Warriors are going to draft Patrick Baldwin at number 28. The
All
champs
right.
will get Pat Baldwin.
Yeah, that was fun. Even game number two, actually game one of the season wasn't game number two for the season. That was at attendance. It was the first game in Orlando for the Magic
Mhm.
and the Knicks. I was there live. We were loud. I actually was wearing this shirt that I was wearing there. Return of the Knicks podcast shirt
Bombing
from the
three,
channel.
bombs
It was
away.
fun. Dolby topping underneath the dunk underneath his foot. The and winning the slam dunk contest was also memorable. Good memories that we had. It was fun. It was a fun season. Even when we did preseason games, we did the training camp, summer league games. We did summer league games. We started doing the watch-alongs on the summer league, and we were tearing it up there. That was fun. And then we moved on to the preseason and then regular season. We were ready, rocking and rolling, man. It was fun. It
Yeah.
was fun. It was great. I can't wait for this upcoming season because we now could spread the channel. And of course we all call the games. I loved it. It was fun. It was hilarious. It was fun. It was you know what best time in a long time for me personally. It really was fun. I can't wait to call it, to continue calling the games, and as we continue to grow the channel with the play-by-play and the watch-alongs. We love it. Definitely the interaction. One thing I can say, one of the best fan bases, the Knicks, to see the same folks over to live and die on every shot, on every defensive possession, or any offense possession. The highs and lows of Tom Thibodeau and the front office. It was fun. It was fun. And then being part of the latter part of the Knicks, not doing watch-alongs, but covering them when they won. They made it to the second round of the playoffs. Actually, not the second round, when they got gentlemen swept. We covered it, but it was a bit different calling the games. And I'm glad. I'm hope this year we get to call some playoff games for the Knicks, man. I'm only only hope. I would love to have a kind of run that the Rangers had with the Knicks, calling the games play by play. My God, if we could only imagine, I can't wait to call that.
I hope Leon Rose didn't fall asleep during those Rangers games and saw how beneficial it was to get young players in playoff positions because
Mhm.
they develop and learn. They like
It was. Those Ranger
it's
playoff
just
games were
there's
fun.
you just can't you like there's certain things you can't simulate. You
And
can't
guess what?
simulate that, and that's
And,
when you find out what a player's all about.
and
Is
guess
there
what,
is there a
Lee?
trade? Is there
It's
a
not.
deal? All right.
It's not a trade, but Ty Washington, he's gonna blast off to H Town. So the Rockets are gonna draft Ty Washington at number 29.
Not
That's a
bad.
lot.
They got another guard though. With
That's a lot exactly. Jalen
Mhm.
Green, Kevin Porter Jr., Ty Washington. That's a lot of ball handlers. You're getting rid of Eric Gordon this year.
Yeah, he's gone.
And please, not for Julius Randle. As much as I want to get Julius Randle off the team, not for Aaron Gordon. I'd rather keep Julius. Be honest with you. I'd be totally honest with you.
I'm not even gonna lie, for all this. Like, if you're really gonna run it back, then run it back and get a better draft pick next year, because you kept your 2023 overall, and don't spend no money on no damn Jalen Brunson, because you're out here wasting money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know, one thing also I noticed that we were talking about the playoff run and young players, and I hope that this is not gonna. And that's why I think, I hope they're not gonna. And this is my last one of my last thoughts before we're gonna be ending soon. I hope they don't make a stupid move, because they didn't get a draft pick, and when you get a draft pick, like about a couple hours from now, there'll be a shitload of jerseys to be sold with the new player. Let's say if it was Jaden Ivey. You know how I think the online orders on Fanatics will be totally sold out with the Jaden Ivey shirts being sold. You know the plethora of money that's being lost right now by not selecting none of these players, just with the jersey sales alone. So it's telling me that they're gonna do something stupid. When I mean something stupid, Kyrie Irving. I hate to say it, unless if you're telling me you're bringing Zion Williamson and make me happy, me personally, because that's who I want so badly. And if they're gonna trade and do that, which they're not, I don't think they're gonna do it. I think but and they need. That's the only type of player that they could negate all this jersey sales that they're missing, is by bringing that kind of impact star. Because let's face it, CAA players is Devin Booker. He's not leaving the Suns.
Right.
The other CAA player, give me some. Google some CAA players for me there. G Money, please. I know it's Devin Booker. I know it's Donovan Mitchell, which I don't think Donovan Mitchell draft is passing right now, and I don't. And if they were gonna move Donovan, it was gonna happen now. I don't think it's gonna happen now into trading them, not this season.
Are you looking for CIA, right?
No, CA.
CAA.
C with double A's.
Oh, okay.
And I'm pretty sure it was Donovan Mitchell, is Devin Booker, Karl Anthony Towns, if I'm not mistaken, Joel Embiid. One name. So if you have the list there, they please just put CAA clients, NBA clients.
Okay. All right, give me some time, okay?
Yeah, that's fine. We'll continue elaborating on that. And those are and those players that are there on those high list of CAA clients, I don't think the Knicks are attainable to achieve to get. And they're not disgruntled. They're well versed and placed in their teams.
D Book, Robert Covington, Seth Curry, PG, Jalen Green, Halliburton, Gary Harris, Jaren Jackson, Luke Kennard, CP3, Spider Mitchell, Kyle Kuzma, Julius Randle, D'Lo, Big Cat, Valanciunas, TJ Warren, Kobe White, Andrew Wiggins, and Zion Williamson.
That's the only one. That's it. That's the only. If Zion Rose is going to use his connection to bring that one CAA player into the Garden, which it's been talking about, that's why they bought him here. It's going to be Zion Williamson. I don't think Mitchell. I think Mitchell ends up in Miami.
Agreed.
Personally, and I see. Like I said, Booker's not going anywhere. He's happy where he's at. And any of those names there you see wanting to be moved from their current situation? I only see Zion Williamson. That's it. That's
pretty much. Luke Kennard.
Not gonna lie, that's the only
Luke
thing.
Kennard might be traded, and Kyle Kuzma.
I'm telling you right now.
But does he move the needle?
Those guys don't move the needle.
The
only guy that would make me happy this offseason right now is Zion Williamson.
Exactly. Yeah. JD the Luna was at Yankee Stadium tonight to see the Yankees take the victory over the Houston Astros 7-6. I know your voice must be totally shot, JD, and he was in attendance. He told us that last night, and man, he must have had fun. Salute to JD the Luna, who's all over the sports scene. We saw him in the playoffs. for the Rangers. We saw him at WrestleMania Backlash and in Yankee Stadium. JD the Luna. It is fun. If you ever come down to Florida to watch a game, let us know. Go ahead.
Number 30. Number 30.
We'll go to the Mile High City. Peyton Watson from UCLA
Watson,
going
yep.
to the Mile High City.
And that concludes the first round, is it?
Now I think there's 2 more picks.
No, it's 1 to 30, I think. It's
1 more?
30.
1 through 30?
Yeah.
All right. That's
1 through 30 is the first round. 31 to 58 is the second round.
If you want to continue with Gideon, you're more than welcome. I think I'm going to tap out. I have to get 11 o'clock to go to work. And I'm definitely, I will, would love to see who we pick in the second round. But at this point, it's going to be a stash or G Leaguer. So, we're gonna say goodnight tonight on the draft part. Didn't go the way we wanted. G Money, give me your final thoughts before we all say goodnight and keep going.
Just keep your heads up high, Knicks fans. Keep your heads up high. Hopefully, New York can just have logic with this free agency. We'll find out what to do with this free agency. Yes, the draft wasn't the prettiest. It didn't go our way, but hopefully free agency will be nice. Hopefully we either get another guard, maybe another forward somewhere in free agency, and we'll just find out. Who knows with Mitchell Robinson if he comes back, but we're going to find out. But with that, thank you, Chef Dan and Kev, for inviting me on. Thank you. The draft wasn't great, but it was fun chatting with you guys and talking some hoops with you.
And the screen looks good, by the way. Good job on that. Chef Dan, before I want to play one clip here, if I could find it, hopefully. Yeah, I know. Don't forget about what and also the Astro fans, but this is how we all felt tonight.
What the fuck, y'all? God damn! God damn! God damn!
What?
Fuck!
And that's what Heat fans feel like too, watching Jimmy Butler miss that 3 at the end. I love Jimmy Butler; he was clutch, but
we're talking about the Knicks right now, Chef, on this tonight. Chef Dan, what's your thought? Do you agree with my friend here?
I'm just trying to be funny.
Your friend is absolutely right. That's how I feel right now. I'm gonna say a whole bunch of that as soon as the stream ends.
But we love the Knicks. We love talking to you guys, man. You guys have
Rose, stop being an egghead.
Have a good night, man. And man, hopefully it gets better. Oh man, look at that.
Hopefully free agency goes our way. Just pray to God. God help.
All right, man. We'll see you next time, guys.